All right, we are
Okay.
live. I wanted to make sure I recorded this.
The
To
time we tried to make a
recall
plan.
the strategy, we have a lot of AoE things that, early on can do some good. But all the enemies are spread out right now, right? So we're gonna go like back to back to back here in the center.
Cluster
Okay.
up.
Cluster up.
Right.
And then
Oh,
depending on the initiative order, because it kind of depends on the initiative. When it gets to my turn, if they like come in and try and swarm us, I'll hit off a inspiration and scatter everyone.
Okay.
Now that will take everybody's reaction. So if you are feeling attached to that, maybe just send Brina into the front.
Honestly, the first thing I want to do is based off the Justiciar's shield.
Right. And you got to be within a range on those people, I'm assuming?
Man. I don't think. Well, it's just
you for
Bane
sure
is
do.
a spell.
So are we just going to draw them in by standing there until you tell us to scatter? So are we just kind of remaining in general place?
I mean,
moving to like the middle of the map? Or are we worrying about breath weapons? Like, what's
I
our
move.
strap
They
on?
shoot lightning shit.
They do. I probably have breath weapons.
Okay.
90% sure.
Well, maybe we don't cluster, but like get into the center to draw everybody in. You know what I mean?
I'm having World of Warcraft strategy flashbacks now. I hope you understand them. We need a loose clump.
I can do a 60-foot, like some, I've got some pretty big AoE stuff that we can work on. Or maybe we scatter and everybody for themselves. But keep in mind, from my perspective, for Birdie, the further you are from Birdie, the harder it's going to be for me to heal you.
Yeah.
All right. So maybe we put Birdie in the back where it's safe, and then you all kind of go out and do like an umbrella pattern almost, where it's like you all are the fan, Birdie's behind, and I'll just run behind you all and juice you. Yeah.
Love the strategy. Also, which are we targeting one of them first? Are we going to try and focus our fire on a specific one, or just?
Okay.
I feel like we would be talking about that as we step out. And
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, fair.
Suggestion: if I'm within 30 feet of 3 of them, I can cast Bane with the Justiciar's shield, which is cool. And
I will say
hopefully
that
be helpful.
as you are led onto the floor of the arena, they are not visible. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, okay.
We'll go over that.
Yeah.
Let's. I think it's a good point.
So yeah,
Do we go after all of them? I think you go after one, get it down. Go after the other. All about.
We can discuss it on our turns, I guess, like with our 6 seconds. Say something quickly.
Well, that doesn't matter. However many people we're fighting, let's go after one and take it down.
We can just pick which one.
Let's just do it the old-fashioned way.
I don't know.
Just beat the fucking shit.
Whoever's got highest initiative gets to make that choice. So
fair enough.
Right, they're the one who's going to shoot first, ask questions later.
Right. And I've got some grenades and stuff, so we're in good standing.
Nice.
Ooh, doggy! This is gonna be.
God, what are we doing? Oh, I just do want to say because I'm gonna pop my thing of Charm of Heroism.
Okay.
Do you want to activate that?
I've got.
Yeah, and I still have freedom of movement on myself, which I casted earlier.
Yep. Your Charm of Heroism is popped.
We got Hero's Feast.
I updated kinda the flamethrower like just now.
Okay.
So all I did was attach the spell Tasha's Caustic Brew, and it should have a condition on it that says deals fire damage. It doesn't actually roll that.
Birdie, did you end up casting heroism on me?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that as we're walking out. That'll be Birdie's like prep thing is with his lute. He just kind of strums a chord, and there's like this kind of harmony of voices and other instruments that happens as he strikes it, and you get heroism. So imbued with bravery, you're immune to being frightened, which I believe you already are from the Hero's Feast. But you also gain temporary hit points equal to 5 at the start of each of your turns while I'm concentrating on this.
At the start of each of my turns?
At the start of your turn, you get 5 temporary hit points. And so I'm going to go ahead and mark myself as concentrating on this.
Did we ever roll temporary hit points for Hero's Feast.
9
Yes.
hit points.
9?
And they're not temporary.
No, those are actual hit
Exactly.
points.
Your max, yeah.
Go into max hit point modifier is what you want.
All right, and we're gonna buy Mary a little more time here. I'm gonna get a glass of wine real quick before we get too deep into it.
Okay.
You know, I did not pee. I'm going to do that as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just all look at each other. Well, I gotta write down shit, so that's okay with me.
At this point, I will pause the recording.
Let's pause.
Oh boy.
Right. So, you're all kind of gathered in a sort of preparatory area just off the main hall inside the huge stone archway that leads onto the arena floor. You have some free time, you cast your longer duration spells that aren't concentration, you kind of prep yourselves mentally. Step out into the hallway as the announcer takes his place. The crowd cheering constantly in the background. His voice seems almost supernaturally loud as he shouts, "Ladies and gentlemen, as promised, we have a truly special event for you today. Today, we offer up a truly deadly battle to Balthazar, that the Lord of War might bless us with his favor in the battles to come. Today, a mighty band of heroes will stand against one powerful champion of each elder dragon." There's a big cheer goes up from the crowd. "Yes, 5 monstrous creatures engorged by their wicked master's terrible power. Such a thing has never been seen in this arena before, and may never be again. But who is brave enough to stand against such horrors? Who among us could hope to prevail against the malevolence of all 5 elder dragons at once? Our heroes have recently agreed to join the Pact as a special strike force against the dragon menace. Today, we give you a small taste of the carnage they'll soon wreak on the shores of Or as the Pact forces make their assault against Saitan himself. And now," and the cheer gets even louder, "returning to the grand arena to thrill you with their boundless daring and peerless strength, your favorite local fighters, the legendary proprietors of the Trollskull Tavern, those merchant ward miscreants, the bane of the brine flayers, the liberators of Claw Island, the ones who massacred the White Mantle. I give you the dragon-slaying defenders of Lion's Arch, the Trollskull Six." Big cheer goes up from the crowd. You guys are led onto the field of battle. Kind of are led over to the area just below, like the skybox, where you see the assembled leadership of the Pact: Ellen Keel, Captain Magnus of the Lion Guard, Commodore Mariner of Lion's Arch, and a handful of other dignitaries that have made their way here. Glancing around the arena, the people are on their feet, cheering and screaming. And you notice, sitting in the front tier on the opposite of the arena from the skybox, are the very familiar faces of Erstegalken, Ritlock Brimstone, Logan Thackeray, Doja, and Kate. Destiny's Edge has come to see what you all have on offer today.
We really can't fuck up now. All of our dads are here.
Let's fucking go!
You hear the clinking of chains and the grinding of gears as 2 of the creatures are raised up. They appear to be held in shackles of light. behind you in the door you came through, and from 2 other large gated halls emerge the others for a total of 5 creatures, until eventually the crowd is whipped up into such a frenzy. The announcer takes once more to his podium and says, "Let the game begin!" And there is a loud gong. I would like you all to roll initiative.
Oh, could I have one more thing I did before?
Depends. What is it?
I would like to cast Fly on Birdie and I.
Oh, you're giving him too much. You
I
shouldn't
think
give him this.
that could be what you do as you hear this announcement. Yeah,
That's
this
fire.
is like your one round.
What? Oh, fuck.
I'm going right.
So yeah, that'll be that's my prep round.
Oh, don't forget, everybody gets to add a D8 to their initiative from the Gift of Alacrity that I cast when we were all sitting in there.
Shit, son, you cast that on everybody?
Mm-hmm. Yep, everybody got it.
Paula, what's your total?
Oh, hold on. That didn't roll with advantage.
The initiative didn't?
D8.
Why is it not?
So for Kala, it is. Oh, Jesus!
Bruh.
Plus a 5.
30.
Wow.
God damn,
31
son.
too? Okay.
Jesus.
Um,
All right, well.
mine was not sent to the
Alright.
table, but
Okay.
Touch a living
Look, I'm just
creature.
gonna go down the list here. So Galatar, what's your total?
My total was 18.
Alexa?
14.1. So just +2.
Birdie?
19.
19. Did Keetri get to roll?
Yeah, Keetri rolled a 21.
Eight.
I am flat-footed off of.
Brina, what was your total?
24.
Damn,
I-
you did really well.
Shit's not rolling in Gildry yet, so I'm just gonna. What?
There you go.
I got a 7 on animal handling, so this should go well.
I
I'm
will.
not early.
All
I
that
think
there.
I did not cast the spell.
Okay.
I do that.
Yeah.
There it is. Concentrating now.
It should be fine.
So that brings us to the top of the first round. Kala. Oh, let me begin.
Well, real
combat.
quick, can we review what everybody had cast on themselves as like their prep round? Because I do not remember. So I just
Bro,
wanna-
he gave his speech
You,
too.
you have mage armor, alacrity, and you prepared crown of stars.
Uh-huh. And then Blade Song, is that right?
I think blade song is what
You
you,
would do
did
that.
right before combat.
Yeah, in my first round was Crown of Stars.
Yes, you all have heroes feast.
This is like when Laura called in for Trav.
I have freedom of movement.
Yep.
Brina has heroism. So at the start of her turn, as long as I'm concentrating, she's getting 5 temp hit points.
Okay.
Alexa has see invisibility, which is not concentration. Crown of stars.
Yes.
And then is concentrating on fly.
No. Yeah.
Kala has popped her charm of heroism and applied drow poison to 3 arrows.
Oh, I
Okay.
popped my charm as well.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, I can
All
go
right,
ditch
so at the
that for
top
my
of the
other
round, Kala, you rolled highest in initiative, and Brina, you're
Yeah.
on deck.
Go,
Watch as
go.
the chains of light vanish,
Oh,
and all of these creatures turn kind of in unison towards you all.
Let's just talk it out, guys.
Calm emotions.
could I also, sorry, Paula, say that prior to her going, have activated the flame tongue longsword, so it's all spicy. Cool, thanks.
I would assume you walked out with it on
Oh yeah.
for theatrics.
I said, guys, we can't die. My girlfriend's here. It's gonna be super embarrassing.
Brina, we will not let you down. Is Colinars here as well?
Somewhere.
Oh God, the college boyfriend's here, guys.
Yes.
We
All
really
right, guys. Is Jobon here? Do I see Jobon in the crowd?
I would say at this point, you are way too far away to be noticing people in the crowd.
That's fair. All right.
Okay.
The game's paused.
Oh,
Oh,
yep,
shit.
sorry. There you go.
I'm gonna move forward a little bit. And I'm gonna shoot, I'm gonna start with the purple guy.
Okay.
Bonus action, take aim.
Can you do that if you move?
Oh, no, right, I can't do that if I move. Oh, well, so I'll still move and shoot him with a normal.
You can
23.
ready your action until someone gets in range.
Nobody's gonna get in range though, because we're clustering up.
That's a good point. Good point. 23 definitely hits.
All right, this will just be the regular damage.
8 piercing.
8. And a con save. I don't remember the DC. 13.
13. It's a 6.
Really?
It is. Now,
That's less
He-
than.
so does that deal damage? Extra poison damage?
No, it doesn't do any poison damage.
Okay. So you watch as the arrow hits, and it penetrates only about 2 inches into his crystalline skin. It's like stony hide. And he takes this massive spiked great club that looks like it has a piece of brand shard crystal embedded in the top, and he just and he breaks it off. Poison does not seem to affect him.
Does
Oh.
Colin get advantage on her initial attack from Ambush Master, or just every attack after the initial attack?
I don't get advantage. Everyone else gets advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, now that she's attacked him, until the start of her next turn, you all have advantage against him.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Well, that's the end of my turn.
All right.
And I don't think the drow poison does 3 arrows. I think it just does 1.
Oh,
I think you're right. Okay.
I thought, yeah.
Yeah. My bad. That brings it to Brina.
okay. Oh God. Okay. Rita's gonna run kind of close to Colin. Spread out a little bit.
Love that. Love that energy.
Okay, thanks. Cool. I'm going to ready Bane from the shield for when 3 of the creatures come within 30 feet.
Okay.
And as my bonus action, I would like to rage.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. That brings it to the Destroyer of Hordes.
Oh God.
So
And
That's a friendly name.
on my character sheet, it says you have advantage on initiative rolls and attack rolls against the first creature you hit. Yeah, I
then
guess
you would
it
have
starts after
advantage
you
on.
hit. I don't. It's
Does it say after you hit?
against the first creature. I don't think it is. I think it's after the first hit.
Does it say how long?
Until the start of my next turn. Yeah, I don't think I get the advantage.
And what was this? Was Ambush Master?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have advantage on initiative rolls.
Yeah.
Period. In addition, the first creature you hit.
It's
attack
just
rolls
worded
against it
different in
have-
the
yeah.
character sheet
Okay,
than in
it's the snippet instead of the full thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That trips me up a lot. Okay. So, I think this does not. Okay.
This is gonna go good.
Good vibes, everybody.
Uh,
These vibes are good.
is going to. You see this creature turn and starts like clacking its large pincers together and stamping its razor sharp clawed limbs into the sand. And it starts scuttling towards the group.
Mr. Krabs, no!
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Right up in you. But
Hate
Oh
it.
no, Mr. Krabs, you
takes
can
its
go
action
so far.
to dash because
Okay.
it does not have that much movement natively. All right, and that brings it to Kitri.
Chandler, you're muted if you want to share this. I don't know what your plan is.
I think there might be coming
Yeah,
up with the
I
plan.
think she's giving her the
Who's that?
rundown.
Muffins. This is really cute, for the record. KJ rolled well on initiative. Okay.
Sucks that that purple guy is immune to poison.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
He
a
would have been
roller
out for an
coaster.
hour,
Oh,
Oh,
incapacitated.
Incapacitated?
Mhm.
Unconscious.
you got another one of those, maybe?
It takes an action to use it, but I don't know if anybody like
they might
an
be all
action to
immune.
apply it, and then the next turn I could fire it. But yeah, they might all be immune.
Shit.
Yeah.
Would have been swell.
That was just like a lucky roll that he.
Yeah.
Was
I mean, because
so
one of
good.
them's made out of ice. The other one's a fucking mouth and its abdomen.
Mhm.
They don't look
Bigger
really
mouth, more poison.
susceptible.
It's a shame these aren't all humanoids or
Hmm.
well,
Let's speak a common language with you.
yeah, well this guy does
That guy
speak
speaks,
common
yeah.
because he came out and he said something, but I'm also got like, looking at his token, very well probably is an undead maybe, and I'm like, damn, that's the other one. You gotta speak common and you gotta be alive.
You have to have a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a verdict from Kitri. She wants to move more to the center of the map where everybody else is. So let's over towards there. Yeah, somewhere in that range.
Sure.
And then she wants to cast Call Lightning at 4th level.
Okay, work.
Yeah,
And kind of
yeah.
center it in the map so that as they group towards us, they can be struck by the lightning. So maybe if we could get the crab in the edge of it, because I think she can do it this turn. It takes damage, right? When you cast the spell, choose a point you see and a bolt flashes. Yeah, so she would get to hit it if it's in the thing.
What the fuck is that?
Oh my god, it's the whole map.
Yeah.
Is it 60-foot radius?
I think so.
No, it's a 60. Well, it just says 60 foot and then has a picture of a cylinder. Let me double check it.
Mhm.
Oh, it is a 60-foot radius. Jesus.
Jesus.
It's functionally a storm cloud.
All right. Well, just move it over, I guess, a little bit to get the blue guy too.
Okay, that
Uh,
kicks ass. A giant
Yeah.
sword.
Right, she
way
just
up
makes a storm cloud now in their arena.
in
Like,
the
this is
air.
epic. Shit's getting epic right off the bat.
Storm clouds. Alexa and I are flying into the
Right,
signal of
we've
lightning.
floated into the arena and now we're getting ready. Yeah, storm cloud. We're gonna fly in a
So-
storm. This sounds like a great idea.
I think it says when you cast the spell, you can call a bolt down.
Yeah, so every turn is an action, and then when you first cast the spell, I believe.
Okay.
So let's go with the. She shot at the purple guy, but the other people are going to attack us. Let's go with the crab, I guess. So quick question about the spell, because it does say that each creature within 5 feet of that point must make a dexterity saving throw. But if she did it on the back end of the crab, like here, would I still need to make a dexterity saving throw or not?
No, so she'll need to pick a point that's an intersection between squares.
Okay.
So right here
Okay.
would be 10 feet would encompass his square, but it wouldn't hit you.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do that then.
All right, so he needs to make a dexterity save.
Yeah, he makes a dexterity save against DC 18.
He total 21,
Oof.
but he takes half damage, I think.
He does. So that's 4d10. I'll click the little thing here to roll it.
Kala rushes forward, claws grab the sand for purchase to slow herself down, drops to a knee and takes the shot. Ranger runs out behind, pulls the shield up,
It's
readies
just
the
20.
spell, and is keeping
13
an eye
total.
out. Heatry then steps forward, raises her hands to the air, starts spinning it like a pizza, and you guys watch as these big black storm clouds, I think it's like 60 feet in the air, or 30 feet in the air,
Fuck
but
yeah,
it's like
keep
a 10 or 20, 30 foot high storm cloud just starts roiling in the air above you. She pulls down and a lightning shaft just pierces the ground behind this crab. So half of 26.
So it's just 20. The extra 7, I think it auto calculates in case
it's,
you're in a storm.
Gotcha. So yeah, so 10 lightning damage.
Cool.
Let's see. He is not resistant to lightning damage.
We shall fight in the shade.
Yeah.
You shall. Yeah. All right.
Oh man.
That'll bring it to Bertie.
Okay, I'm gonna fly 30 feet into the air. Is first thing first.
You have
And
30
then
feet left.
yes, and then I am going to move. Let's see, 5, 10, 15. I'll get like we'll say right here. I'll just move a little bit closer, but I'm going to cast Raluthim's Psychic Lance. You watch as Bertie takes his lute and like punches this single high note, and it floats off the string down towards the crab. And it needs to make an intelligence saving throw, DC 18.
Okay. So I was just looking at Call Lightning. So we'll say that it's 120 foot range, so it can be like 120 feet in the air.
Gotcha.
So you're not flying into the clouds right now.
Right.
And
Yeah,
also
that's why I
said-
did 30 feet.
I had not noticed this, but so when you cast it, you create this 10-foot tall cylinder, 60-foot radius, centered on a point you can see within range directly above you. So I think she was standing next to Birdie. 30. I could get her like here, and I think
Yeah.
she'll still get everybody.
I think that would be good. Just as close to the center as she could get.
Oh, I see what you're saying. The storm is like
Let me see.
got to be directly above you. Let me cast it. Gotcha.
Hi.
That would get both people. So let me
Good.
move her sideways one token. There you go. All right, cool.
Yay!
Sure we're doing by the rules.
Yep.
All right. So who's gonna make what save now?
So Bertie takes this lute and he plucks one string, and it's a real high note. This bolt of like pink energy shoots down towards the crab. Needs to make a intelligence saving throw, DC 18.
Okay. That is a nat 20 -1 for.
Oh fuck! All right. It takes half of 25, so 12 psychic damage, I believe. Yeah.
It is not resistant to that.
Yeah. And it would have been incapacitated for a turn had it failed, but you rolled a nat 20, so that's cool. And that is going to be my turn, I think, for the moment.
So it's
Yeah.
this huge crab-like creature. You can see like cracks in its molten skin oozing out this burning lava-like substance as it's skittering its way across the sand, snapping its claws. It's brought up short by a lightning strike, and then as it turns to kind of survey the area, its little crab-like head kind of chittering back and forth. This bolt arcs down from Birdie and hits it as well. Two good hits, which brings it to Galatar, and Alexa's on deck.
What?
Okay. So Galatar will take out a little piece of tortoise shell in his hand, and say a couple arcane words. I'm going to cast Goodkin's Gift of Protection. And I am going to choose. Let's go with. I don't know. Cold damage. so hard. So many different options of damage choices. So here, I'll just cast a spell so that you can read it. There we go. That cast over into Foundry? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So it'll take half damage on cold damage, and then whenever I take a melee attack, it'll deal 2d8 of the chosen type.
Okay. So you have, so you have resistance to cold damage,
Mm-hmm.
and whenever you're hit with a melee attack, it explodes for 2d8 cold damage.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to use my contingency spell to say invisible, and go ahead and use my greater invisibility contingency since I'm already face to face with this thing.
Okay.
And then, because my turn has so many things I can do now that I have a bonus action attack, I'm gonna fire a mote of light, one of my little sword motes, at this guy down here, because he's within 120 feet. So for that, it's an attack roll against it, which has advantage because of Kala's thing, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. So let me roll. So the first one is a 20, and the second one is a 15. So a 20 to hit.
20 will hit.
Okay. But I'm just going to click this because that's way too much. Not bad. So 29 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
That's a fucking heavy hit.
Yeah. Good hit. Yeah, and that you watch as that mote of radiant energy streaks across the arena and slams into this creature, and the crowd gives it up. It does seem to hit it and affect it, so it's not immune to radiant.
Okay.
That will bring it to Alexa.
Oh, hang on. Nope. Random phone call. Sorry. I will go 15 feet in the air and then go 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, shit, no. 5, 10, 15, 20 there. And I'm going to follow Kala's lead and we're going to go big. So I start pulling off my eyeballs on my robe, and I'm going to 5th level cast Scorching Iris for 6 eyes, quicken it, and then I will follow that up with a firebolt.
Okay.
Okay. So here we go. These are all at advantage.
All at him?
Oh yeah, aren't they? All attacks at him are advantage?
Yeah, no, I just didn't know if you were putting all of them on him or not.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 7.
Does he have to make a save?
Oh, fuck, I clicked the wrong goddamn one. They're right next to each other. Shit. Okay, so did I even click one? No, I clicked none
it
of
was
them.
all dancing eyes.
Cool.
Okay, I was looking for the
Cool.
to hit roll.
Thank you. Well,
So
you know.
I will say the firebolt 24 does hit.
Well, we can say I started with a firebolt then, because I was going to do some fun shit, and I threw myself off.
Yeah. So it takes 22 fire damage. That's impressive.
And then I will actually do a 5, 10. Oh, go ahead.
Shit. God damn it. Hang on a minute. This is the thing that's going to make this fight insane.
Remember all the reactions to things?
Yes. Well, specifically this guy, I will say for full disclosure, and we can talk about this later, each of these, I didn't make this up. These are creatures pulled from official content and reskinned. So I think it's 120 feet. Yeah, so this is all. Let me make sure that 120 feet is the range of this ability.
I remember I'm 30 feet in the air as well. So.
Oh yeah. So I don't think it says. Okay. It doesn't specify, but I'm going to use the actual attack roll. So Chandler, when you hurl the mote of radiant energy, do you have to roll to hit?
Yes.
And what did you roll to hit him? Do you remember?
A 20.
Oh no.
A 20. Does a 20 hit your AC currently?
No, it does not.
Okay. So you watch as you hurl that mote, it streaks through the air, and as it approaches him, he just goes, and the mote turns right back around and heads back at you, but it misses you.
Brutal.
Monster counter spell.
Who did this?
The branded Ogre Colossus.
Oh, Christ.
Okay.
Oh,
So I had to get up to grab something. Did
Really?
you do this to Alexa's spells as well, or just to that one?
We're just about to resolve that.
Okay.
So
Okay, cool.
right. Obviously, I wouldn't have.
Very good.
Well, I guess because I can.
That's up to you, because I should have done
That's a
that.
valid
I
thing.
completely forgot that he had this
Yeah.
ability.
No, I will keep the firebolt because does that hit him
he
just to
probably can't do it.
try?
He probably
maybe
can't
it's
do
a
it
reaction.
again,
He probably
right?
can't do it again.
Yeah.
Unless he has unlimited reactions.
So as the firebolt comes streaking through the air towards him,
Good thing I clicked the wrong one.
yeah,
Better
you
not.
watch as he begins to kind of like start striding forward, and the firebolt goes towards him, and just as it impacts, it turns to the side and impacts in the sand.
Oh, a little shield there, maybe. I don't know.
Fuck! That really blows a lot of goats. Okay, so realizing that I will call out, Purple Guy seems to really not like magic, and I will 5, 10, 15 my way over to Brina, and that leaves me with 35, 10 left. And I will use my quickened Scorching Iris against old Icy Boy.
Okay.
And so these will be
the quickened 6 rays.
Yes. Now I'm gonna make sure I'm clicking on the right fucking one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All of those hit.
Ooh.
11, 18. Man, I hate math.
Yeah, that's a bunch.
28, 32, 43 fire damage.
43.
Yeah, and that does complete my turn.
Yeah.
No, actually, I'm going to go down then 5 feet or 10 feet. So I'm just 5 feet in the air. So I'm like even with Brina now.
Yeah, Alex is kind of like floating about your head.
Yeah, like head to head. We're like head to head actually now, just high enough up so we're
Yeah.
same height.
So you guys watch as Alexa sends a firebolt after Galatar's mote of radiant energy is deflected back to him. Hers is slammed into the ground with seemingly no gesture from the creature. So Alexa changes course, takes a couple of steps sideways by Brina, or I should say glides a few steps sideways, hurls out 6 rapid rays of flame that you're familiar seeing from her, and you watch as they impact this constructed behemoth of magical draconic ice. They do hit, and you can see like little marks in the ice, like little rivets and dents form, so it does take the damage, but it is resistant, so it takes half. And that brings it to the rest of their turns, because they all rode dog shit initiative.
I couldn't believe that when you said
Real
I was on
quick.
deck.
Yep.
Real quick. Chandler said that the call lightning had to be centered on Keytree.
It's a point.
A point
you
you
can
can
see
see
within
directly
120
above
feet.
you.
Directly above you.
So are we just interpreting that as like
It can be a point, like any intersection of squares directly above you, like at
Oh,
any
okay.
height within 120
I just wanted
feet.
to clarify because I think I've maybe misused that and like centered it other places before.
I have done that for the entirety of I've played D&D. I just read it today and thought, oh, that's what that means. But I will double check after the game to make
Does
sure.
that mean it moves with me?
I don't
Not
think
once it's
so.
cast. I wouldn't
Okay.
think so.
All right. We're good. Thank you for clarifying. Hello, all. I'm eating a bagel.
Hello. So the huge ice brewed Norn. Let's see. He is going to. Well, he is just going to sprint towards Brina because that just seems like a no-brainer.
Cool.
15, 20. Yeah. So he sprints up to you and he just takes his. He has one massive, like, kind of humanoid looking hand just encased in a thick sheet of ice, but the other one is just this massive icicle like it's almost like an inverted club, and he just brings them both up and attempts to slam them down on top of you. That is a 16 to hit.
My armor class is 16.
Oh.
So that
Oh,
does
it
hit.
does.
So you take 24 bludgeoning damage as he slams into you, but you're raging, so that's half to 12. And I need you to make a strength saving throw, which I believe you have advantage on because you're raging.
Yeah, but goodness.
31.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
No, you're good.
Okay.
So you do not fall prone.
Okay.
Yeah, as he attempts to just crush you into the ground, and you guys watch as Brina puts her arms up and takes the brunt of that blow. It sinks you like an inch into the sand, and this creature just raises up its arms and starts like beating its chest and bellowing.
Okay.
The crowd cheers again,
Should go well.
which brings it to the branded Colossus.
Oh god.
Fucking purple guy. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm literally wrote big purple
this
guy.
guy- This guy will be the last one standing. And,
I bet.
His
Wait.
monster's insane.
Cool.
Fucking Thanos.
Yeah.
Challenge accepted is what I heard.
And okay, so he is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's just going to move himself in here. And you watch as he doesn't run. He just starts to kind of lumber, and he's dragging this heavy ass cudgel with a brand shard stuck in it behind him, leaving a little line in the sand. And as he walks, he's eyeballing you, Kala, as the first two struck him, and you watch as he takes one massive ogre paw and starts kind of tickling the air with it, and above it forms this long pointed plane of magical force, and he just makes a gesture and slings it towards you. And that's going to hit, so you take 9 force damage.
I'm out of range.
And then a second, he does it again, and this second plane of magical energy is just this wicked, almost transparent spike. You can just kind of see it wavering in the air, and he points to you again, and it flies through the air. Will also hit for 10 force damage. That brings it to the mouth of Zaitan.
He really is just a mouth, isn't he?
Birdie, I think you were right about him being undead.
What gave it away? The big skull.
So he will 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Then, oh no. No. What's this range? Huh. In that case, he will take his dash action. And just get right here. You can see this guy also is just sort of like lumbering into the arena slowly, and the skeletal head that is kind of embedded inside the steel collar of what might have been armor sized for an ogre, with skeletal hands gripping the collar. The head doesn't move. Like, no matter where it goes and what it does, that head has no eyes, it has no flesh. It's just a skeletal head kind of suspended in this armor, and it doesn't move. But his chest, with this open mouth in the torso, is constantly shifting from left to right. And as it lurches forward, it's kind of gaping open from time to time, and you see little tentacle-like tongues kind of loll out of the mouth occasionally. And the final dragon minion has little bit.
He has 120 feet of movement. He
Yeah,
is called his
not
shadow.
quite. 10, 9.
Like, I know we'll be fine. Well, I'm sweating. Can I use my reaction now that 3 are within 30 feet of me to cast Bane?
Ooh, yeah.
Doesn't go there. I
He
don't
said
know.
JK.
30. Okay, so yeah, he has to go there because he can't fit anywhere else.
Yeah, stinky, scary man.
He said, okay, bane me.
Yes. Yeah, if you want to release that reaction.
Yeah, tax rolls and saving throws. You do have to make a charisma saving throw. I actually don't know what the DC is because it didn't give me
Does it
one.
not say?
It might.
Shit.
I think it says 17 on the shield, right?
Maybe it didn't. I
It should say on the item.
It is a
If I built it properly.
17. Yeah, no, you're absolutely
Okay.
right. It doesn't require concentration though. So.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah.
Oh, because you're raging, you can't.
Oh, true. But also,
Anyway,
as
it doesn't matter. Yeah.
I was like, what?
So this is all charisma saves.
Yes. Just these
They're
two.
charismatic boys, I'm sure. They
Oh,
get all the
no,
ladies at the
natural-
frat parties.
Natural 20
versus being frightened.
versus Bane. So
This is like the Bane
versus
spell.
Bane.
Bane.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
just
all
Bane.
fail.
Oh, yeah.
Bane!
Okay.
They all have a minus D4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hot.
We'll do the down arrow.
Mm.
I forgot that we all have, like, some of us have a plus D4.
Okay, guys. As Bertie sees this, he's like, all right, we're going to do the plan.
Okay. Let's do the plan.
So this
Oh no.
creature
Oh,
starts
stinky.
scrabbling its way forward on these
Excuse me.
long, like
The plan has backfired.
vine limbs, all twisted vines and thorns. This long
10,
tail
15,
with
20,
a wicked barbed blade at the end, just kind of lashing in the air behind it. As it stalks forward, it reaches a point between two of its other minion allies, so to speak, and it clenches its fists or its claws into the sand and lowers its head, takes a deep breath and exhales a cone of what looks like green gas that roils and billows all around you, and you're all immune to poison.
Oh!
Mama, that's nice.
That's a spicy meatball.
So you don't take 54 poison damage.
Am I?
Holy
did that-
shit.
I'm just curious in terms of a cone. Would that have hit me since I'm 30 feet in the air?
Yeah. It's
I
a
think
30
it
foot
would 'cause
cone.
It's a 30-foot cone.
Yes.
Yeah.
For every 5 feet, the cone is up. You were 30 feet out. It was 30 feet out. You were perfect.
I need to get higher.
As every good stoner has said.
So that brings it back to the top of the round. So Kala, you're up, and Brina's on deck.
Okay.
I will bonus action take aim. And I'm still gonna shoot the ogre. I think. Yeah.
Put his ass in the ground, Nala.
24 will hit.
35 damage.
Oh.
I feel like
Let's
if he
go.
bounces back magic, like I kind of have to attack him.
Right? You're kind of the only one who can hit him at this point.
That's the end of my turn.
He's gonna hug somebody with that club, and it's gonna not be pretty.
Let's see.
This time you watch as that arrow strikes true, and it like deeply penetrates into the stony exterior. Part of the stony flesh kind of chunks off, revealing the shiny, more crystalline muscle structure beneath. It was a heavy hit. So that brings it to
It's
Brina.
gonna feel it in the morning.
Okay.
Rena, you get 5 temporary hit points at the start of your turn.
You're damn right I do, Shorty. Thanks, Dad. I'm gonna move right here. I'm assuming I stay within this guy's range if I move.
Yeah.
Him. Okay, cool. I'm gonna hit this guy instead. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna do that.
Maybe you don't want to do that.
I don't know when to hit him.
Creatures within 5 feet. If I cast Call Lightning on either
Throw
the
it behind it.
Yeah. You can call him.
Yeah.
We
Fine,
resolved
yeah.
it.
Chandler asked the same question on the first round for the fire guy. If you call it on the back corner of them, it won't hit her.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. We're all
I was
good.
like,
Do what you're doing. Keep being
like,
you.
it's
I
in
support
the-
it.
I'm just gonna straight up attack and see what happens. Does a 14 hit?
14
the
does
big
not
sticky
hit.
boy? All right, cool.
Your flaming longsword, you slam it into the side of the creature, and it just glances off the thick, bark-like hide.
Did you
The
take your
26,
heroism thing?
however, does.
Heroism doesn't affect.
Oh, okay.
Gives you 5 temp.
Never mind.
So
Ooh.
this is one-handed, and it is flaming, and I am raging, so that's 24.
24.
This big boy, and that's what I'm gonna do on my turn.
Oh, all right. Damn, 24.
You hit the ice guy?
Yeah, this guy.
Oh, you hit the
Hit,
doggy.
He's
Yeah.
not super. If he ain't worried about fire, then I'm not gonna
Yes.
deal with him for the time being.
All right.
All right, that'll be my turn.
Yeah, I got an audible for this one.
On the Destroyer of Hordes turn,
Mr. Krabs. Great.
Right, Mr. Krabs, you mean?
it now has the ability to
To die?
use its
Clickety-clack?
attack.
Oh no.
The clickety clack.
It is the clickety clack.
But I'm invisible. Don't clickety clack.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. So that's with disadvantage. So that does not hit.
Clickety clook to you.
Nat 1 does not hit.
Oh!
Jesus Christ. 13 does not hit. So it goes in for 2 swipes with its claws. Unable to find purchase, it lunges forward and tries to bite you with these long, tooth-like stalactite formations inside its stony, burning maw. It does not hit, and then it will with the rest of its attacks. Nat 1.
How many attacks
Rest
does
of
this
its
thing
attack.
have?
Right.
This will. It gets 5 attacks.
Oh, Jiminy Christmas.
Four with its many claws and 1 with its bite.
And this
And
is
it
the
looks like
last attack that looks
last
like it's gonna
claw
hit.
Will hit, I think. What's your AC?
21.
Yes, this will hit.
Let's hold it. It's only gonna be the last attack. Hopefully it's not too
Okay.
Right. You gotta feel how much it's
You-
gonna hurt, right?
Yeah, because I'd rather prevent 5 than 1.
Yeah, you take 12 slashing damage and 9 fire damage.
And it takes 2d8 cold damage, which is an 8 and a 3. So 11 points of cold damage.
Yes.
Nice.
And I'm sorry, that was 9 and 12?
Yes, 9 and 12.
Okay.
Yeah. And how much damage did it take? From your
It took 11 points of cold damage. And I can't. It's not high enough that it'll knock off my concentration, so I maintain greater invisibility.
Yeah. Not. Okay. Cool. And then. Okay. All right. So you watch as it's making these attacks, like you can see it's expending a lot of energy, and there are some places where the black kind of molten rock skin is cracked open. You've got this fiery magma between, and it looks like it's beginning to kind of regenerate some of the damage it's seen. But when that cold damage hits it, that oozing magma kind of freezes solid a little, and the effect is not as pronounced.
Nice.
That is its turn, which brings it to Keytree. And Birdie's on deck.
I would like to first. I don't know. I don't think I should be standing here in the middle. And I want to move. All right, first, before I move, I'm going to cast Call Lightning, and I would like to cast it on like this end so that it could potentially hit both of the mouth face and the tree boy.
Yeah, you can put it like right on the intersection here, and it'll get both of them.
Okay. So they need to make their saves, and I need to go to my dice.
Dexterity.
So, where'd it go? Dexterity's 18.
So the mouth of Zaitan fails.
Okay.
The vine tooth succeeds with a nat 20.
Well, one of them
They
takes
have minus
21 damage.
D4 minus. They got
Good
Bane
call. Good call. Thank you.
from Page's stuff.
He still passes.
Wow, that's rude.
You know.
That would be like
Well,
a
one of them takes
22.
10 and the other takes 21 lightning damage. Or 28 total damage?
So one takes 10.
Wait, it says total damage 28.
It's counting if it was a storm and you got the extra D10. It
Oh,
auto rolls
oh,
every
oh.
time.
Oh, okay. So it's just the 21. My bad.
21.
And then Birdie's up in the air, isn't he? So is
Yeah.
Alexa. All right, 1, 2. I'm gonna move here. Maybe here. I don't know. That seems safe-ish. Whatever that.
So as you kind of back away, your foot kind of slips a little bit as the mouth of Zaitan turns its hulk towards you, and one of the tongues inside this gaping chest mouth lashes out towards you.
Oh no, it's
And it's
not
going to
done.
attempt to hit you. That will hit you.
Oh man.
What did he roll?
About to
10,
get
15,
it.
20. So it would have hit you right here. He rolled a 29.
Damn. So I take how much
rolled
damage?
Very high.
Minus a D4.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Well, attack.
25.
Not a
So you
reduction.
take
Oh.
Wow, max at least.
14 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled.
Well, that's what I was afraid of.
Cool. So I'm stuck there now.
And you'd have to make a con check.
Yeah.
Oh, I do.
The DC 14.
That's fine.
All your rolls are private.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well, I got
it's
an
coming up as
18.
question marks.
18.
Yeah, definitely succeed.
I don't know why. Okay, maybe that works. I guess all I have left is a bonus action.
Mhm.
No, that's my turn. I don't have anything very useful right now.
Okay. That brings it to Bertie, and Galatar's on deck.
All right. First things first. Pop off a mantle of inspiration. Everybody gets 11 temporary hit points, and you can immediately use your reaction to move up to your speed. As Birdie's going to fly, he's going to lower about 15 feet, and he's going to go right about here, I think, and he's going to yell at everybody like, "Get out of the way!" As he's
Oh, why the wrong tool selected?
and he's going to hopefully have people get out of the way.
We've had this discussion before, but
Yeah.
10 hit points don't stack, but can I go up to 11?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you get 11 now. Okay. And I'm going to move 15 feet. So I'm going to make a 60-foot cone here.
Did Keytree move?
Oh wait, I did move. I can't. I'm grappled.
You're
Sorry.
grappled,
I'll go back. I should be hold on.
Right here by the shield.
Oh, I'm not. Okay, we're just scoot forward.
Whoop. There you go, right there.
All right.
Okay.
Alright,
Okay.
let's fucking see it.
All right. And I'm going to cast Prismatic Spray
Oh.
at 7th level.
Oh.
So
But
this is going to be cool. So each of the targets in this cone gets to make a dexterity saving throw. These three have the minus D4.
Mm-hmm. What's
So-
the saving throw?
It is a dexterity saving throw, DC 18. Ryan, if you pass these, I'm done, man.
The
I'm
ice
walking
group rolled a
home.
-3.
Okay.
that's a bit.
Vinetooth fails. Mouth of Zaitan fails, but the
Oh, there you go.
Branded Colossus succeeds.
Okay.
'Cause
So
he's fucking
I now get to roll. So you all watch it. Birdie starts playing this riff on this magical lute, and these like colorful beams of energy just start arcing out and down like sparks out of this lute. And I get to roll to see. All right, so I'm gonna start with the ice one. Which color beam impacts with each? So for the ice boy, okay.
Did you get the reroll?
He is blinded. Ice Boy is blinded. At
Okay.
the start of my turn, it has to make a wisdom saving throw. A successful save ends the blindness. If it fails, the creature is transported to another plane of existence.
Oh.
So I'll cast this so you can see what I'm rolling on here. So
I love that it rolled all the damage.
Oh God. Oh well, that's handy actually. Okay.
What
Right.
color was that?
That was indigo. No, I'm sorry, violet. Violet. So I rolled a 7 on my D8. I'll let you read that. Yeah. But it no longer is blinded once it's transported to that plane.
That's good for him.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Oh, indeed.
Yeah, and it's just gone.
Just gone.
And it just fucking happened.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no repeat, and yeah.
So it is
Okay.
blinded. It is blinded.
Yeah.
It
Got it.
stays in the blanket.
For the
Wow.
Thorn Boy's next. Thorn Boy takes 37 lightning damage.
Nice.
Okay. He does.
And the mouth of Zaitan, please be an 8 or like a 6, please. Oh, another 7. It's blinded.
Okay.
So he can go to the shadow realm as well.
Yeah. And then for the Zaitan or for the purple guy, I get to roll and he'll take half as much if he takes damage. Oops. I see that was on the floor. I got an 8. That means I get to re-roll and two rays affect him.
Okay.
Oh, I love this spell. This is fun.
Yeah.
2. So he is going to take the half
Four.
of the acid damage. And 7. So he would be blinded, but he is not blinded since he succeeded. So he takes half of the acid damage, which is 17.
Thank you. Yeah, and he takes every bit of it.
So 17 acid as Verdi lights up and these rainbow arcs start smashing into these guys. That's the big spell right there.
Much to the delight of the crowd.
That's so cool.
If Birdie survives this, his ego.
And then I'm still
Right.
15 feet in the air, and I believe I still have some movement as I move from here. I'm gonna go. Let's see, how far is that? So I went 35 feet, and I went 15 down. So we'll call it what, 45 feet. I'm gonna go back. I'm just gonna go straight up 15 feet, so I'm back up to 30 feet in the air.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn. Bruh, if these two guys just end up fucking gonzo.
That brings it to Galatar, and Alexa is on deck.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Dude, that would
give
be ridiculous.
this guy an attack of opportunity to walk up next to Key Tree. So he gets an attack of opportunity at disadvantage if he wants it for the
Yes.
Destroyer of Hordes.
That is not going to hit your AC.
Sweet. So when he gets up next to Kitri, Galatar will say, "Meh, looks like we're doing pretty well." And then I'm going to disappear in a flash and make 5 blade strikes against all 5 targets within 30 feet of me at advantage because I am invisible.
Yep.
Sweet. So the first one for the cold is that's an 18 on the first die. Oh, sorry, no, it uses my spell modifier because it's a spell attack. Sorry, so that's a 20 on the first die. And it was a nat 1 on the second one. Okay. So that guy takes, I'm just going to roll it on the thing because I don't want to roll 60.
And this deals force damage.
Uh-huh. So 33 points of force damage to him.
Okay.
And then the second guy, the vine guy, so close to a nat 20, a 19 and a 17. So a 29 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. And then another 60-10 force damage. It's weird how the die roll into each other even though they're virtual.
All right, yeah, a hefty hit. The Vine Tooth is actually kind of looking rough.
Next up will be Zaitan. It's a 17 for a 27 or a 15. So 27 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. Another 60-10 force damage.
Galatar, did you add your 11 temp hit points? It's just not showing up on your little bar.
I don't get 11 temp hit points, I think, because you have to see me, don't you? And I'm invisible. I think it's what I remembered from before.
Yeah.
Well, then I would have given that to myself. I'm gonna.
Oh yeah. Sorry. I thought when you said everybody, I thought you meant all 6 of us could have it
No,
now.
I meant I was
I'm
being
sorry.
nice. I was giving it to all of you.
No, thank you. But yeah, you take it. You got
Okay.
it. Okay, so that's
43
43
force
on that guy. And then here's the one I'm curious about is what happens when he meets a melee spell attack with force damage.
God, I can't
so
wait for you to ricochet. in
that
my face.
is gonna be 21 and what is that? 3 plus 13. So 21 to hit. Does that hit? So
Let me double check this.
Ryan, you're such a wonderful DM.
Butter that bread.
Please don't hurt me.
I hurt you a little.
Maybe a lot. I mean, if this reflects.
I know with the way you're fucking rolling. You're gonna chunk
the
yourself.
language on it is bugging me. So let me just read the ability carefully.
Hindi, math, and languages. That's all it really is. There's no room
Yeah.
for Satan.
It's true.
There never was.
I'm just gonna err on the side of it. The ability does what it says it does.
Okay.
So, as you appear and swing the blade of force kind of through his space, he again just raises one hand and kind of deflects that blow, and I'll just say it deflects it to you. So
Okay.
I don't think the 21 would hit you.
21 would hit me, but I can cast shield during my turn, right? Because you can cast a reaction spell at any point.
You got it
So
back at the start, so yeah.
yeah. Well, yeah, because I hadn't even used it last turn. So I will cast shield, and that makes my AC 26, so it misses.
Okay.
So I won't roll damage for him. What a bitch. Jerk. All right. Then I'm gonna finish off with the crab here.
Cool.
That's a 14 on the first one and a 21 on the second one.
That'll hit.
Okay, that's another 60, 10 force damage. Roll good, roll good, roll good. Looks pretty good, 39.
Yeah. It's a heavy hit.
Yeah, and then I will end by going back next to this boy. What's
Too bad the
actually
crowd
over-
can't see it.
What space? Okay, so he takes up
It's a
that
good
space.
point.
So would this be outside of his space or in his space?
That's outside of his space. If you hover your mouse over him, you should see the box around the space.
Oh, okay. So I'll transport back up to here.
Okay.
And then I will bonus action fire my mote of light at Zaitan's servant and see if maybe this does extra damage since it's radiant. And that is it's a plus damage, which is the same. So that's 16 plus 10 for 26.
You also have advantage because he's blinded.
Oh, I'll see if it's a nat 20. It is not. So a 26 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. Gosh, there's so many spells. Oh, what? What?
Oh, that hurts.
That was so painful. It was on a 9 and then rolled to a 1 twice. Oh. So
So
18
this-
points of radiant damage.
This bolt of radiant magic slams into this creature, and you see like it hits and it starts to crisp and burn away parts of its flesh. It rears back its maw just in a horrible guttural scream. It did take the damage. It didn't
Okay.
deal extra damage, but it seems to have been very effective.
Okay, cool. And then that's all I can do. So that's the end of my turn.
All right. Brings it to Alexa.
I will follow in Birdie's steps, and let's start with the big ol' eye opening underneath these gentlemen
go.
here. They all will need to make intelligence saving throws. My crown of circling
Great
halo
roll on
of,
the damage, man.
eyes just kind of blink out for a second as the giant eyeball appears underneath all of them.
Guys are burning all of their really good rolls on their attacks. 6, 11, and 14.
Yeah, so they all take 32 psychic damage, and not only are they baned, they are now extra baned, and they have to subtract a d6 from all their attack rolls, ability checks, and concentration checks.
They're gonna have to do that for their fucking stay on this plane rolls.
Yes, they will. They have a minus d4 and now a minus d6.
How much psychic damage was it?
That was 32 psychic damage.
All right, let me handle that first.
That is brutal.
Alex is having too much fun with this.
Guys, I'm
So
so
they're
happy.
We are
Double
destroying
bane,
these
so
We
guys
kind of
now.
are
Except for
obliterating
Purple
these.
Boy.
No, he's gonna be the last one to
And a
absolutely
D6.
kick our shit in.
A d4 and a d6.
Yeah, D4 and a D6 when it comes
Uh,
time for
they
them to exit the
can-
I feel
plane.
kind of bad that two of these guys are
Repeat
just
that
gonna
save.
bamf away.
Yeah, at the end of their turns, they can make a
Good
save.
turns. All right.
Yes,
So
Oh, at the end of their turn, they can make a save though. So
for me,
Reminds me.
yes.
Ice Brood Abomination. Yeah.
Oh,
Does he have
I'm gonna fire off one of my crowns too. I haven't used one of my stars yet. That's
Okay.
be my bonus action. And yeah, I will go with the undead guy because
Okay.
we're beating up on him.
Yeah, he's looking pretty rough too.
Oh shit! I forgot I was at advantage because he's blind. 19.
19
and
will hit.
We'll take the 27 damage because that was the first roll.
guys, this plan worked. Y'all notice that?
Oh,
This plan
the,
fucking
the,
worked.
the two on the bottom there, the Vine Tooth and the Mouth of Zaitan, are looking. They're in bad shape. They are badly wounded.
Yeah, I thought about fucking up the plan.
Feeling good about this.
But now that
Does
does end
the-
my turn.
Does the Ice Brood Abomination need to do anything at the start of his turn for his blinded save?
No, it's at the
And-
start of my turn that he
Your
makes
turn.
that save.
Okay.
It makes a wisdom
So-
saving throw at the start of your next turn.
He is going to turn around and attempt. Oh wait, you're.
I'm 30 feet in the air.
Sons of bitches.
That's right.
All right. Shit.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go up another. Well, no, I'm not. I don't want to go too high.
He will run over here and chase Brina because it's the only like the closest person to. Where is Kala? Oh, there she is. I wasn't seeing her enough on the map. I was like, shit. Okay.
So fast she disappeared.
Just
So
hiding.
He is gonna try to. slam
Classic.
attack.
Where's Kala?
You only see her
Just
when
arrows.
she kills you.
Right, just arrows flying over our heads every once in a while.
Oh, and he's a disadvantage. Well, it doesn't hit anyway. 15 doesn't
Yeah.
hit.
No, because I have
Nice.
a real shield.
So.
It's a good exhibition match. This
This
is
is great.
all we're doing is giving Ryan more experience for our next encounter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is an example of us at our best.
Yeah, this is fully rested up, fully beefed.
Well,
With a couple
that's-
preparation rounds.
putting-
We also showed him what we can do at our completely tapped.
Yep.
So we're giving him the full spectrum
Yeah.
Full spectrum of our ones
of our demise.
Yeah. I think this guy is just gonna step over here to Keytree.
Oh no.
He's gonna
Time for hugs.
Uh-oh.
lift that massive cudgel with the brand
Oh.
shard in it and attempt to bludgeon you to death. He rolls a natural 1. And in
What are
fury,
the
he will
fucking
reach back
odds?
and lash down once more. Does a 16 hit?
Nope.
You're at 19 now, right?
Yo.
Oh.
The adamantine armor.
You cannot touch this girl.
God damn. And he.
Oh, that
Yeah.
is.
But hey, he didn't get hit by the blind disappear into eternity thing. So
So
I've-
at this point, this guy. Let's see. He. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I'm really thinking I should have upcast this call lightning, but
He
trying to
does
be
have
conservative because
Keytree
I was
already
like,
grappled.
He does.
oh,
I didn't-
so
I didn't
would
want you to
would
forget.
he have had advantage because I'm grappled?
No.
Okay.
Grappled just means your movement is 0, basically.
I guess he doesn't need to do that. So you just feel this tug as this tongue is jerked back towards it, and you are pulled up next to this guy. And he just leans over you with his bulk, and that massive mouth tries to clamp down on you.
Oh no.
This is a disadvantage because
Disadvantage blinded.
Minus a D4, minus a D6.
I saw green text and I thought it was a crit, but that's not. It's not the to hit roll. Minus a D4, minus a D6. So that that's 13 minus 6. So no, that doesn't hit. And because he was hit with radiant damage, he cannot use his multi-attack action.
Oh, so sad for him.
So I need to go back. The Ice Brood guy needs to make a save of some sort at the end of his turn.
Yes, for my effect.
Your effect.
My D6.
Okay.
It's an intelligence save. He's got to beat a 17. But he does not subtract a D6 from that.
It's a -1. They're not very intelligent. And then the Vine Tooth as well. No, Vine Tooth hasn't gone yet.
But the Big Mouth will.
Yeah, Big Mouth will. Save intelligence. 15? No, it has to beat an 18.
17.
Okay, so he's still out. That will bring it to Vine Tooth, who, God's on high. Well, and it doesn't matter if he gets his breath weapon back because you're all immune to it, and he knows that now. Shit, what even can he do? Oh, well, I tell you what he can do. Let's see, what's his movement?
He's gonna jump in the air
far
and come
can he
get some
go?
of us.
You go eat.
Oh, uh-oh.
Oh, he's a speedy boy.
Not wrong.
He got them legs.
Yeah, he is gonna sprint over here.
No.
He's gonna attempt
Clary.
to put the beat down on Galtar. Make sure I get this right.
Fair enough.
So this is okay. So he is going to try to lash out with his long, slender arm and claw at you.
Is he at disadvantage or can he see invisibility?
You don't know.
Is he looking right at me?
He does seem to know what he's doing.
That's what I figured.
He is Bane though, so.
Yeah, and the AC is
that's-
26.
That's true. That's true.
And D6.
So that first one does not hit.
Oh, he has your D6 and the D4? Damn.
Reach forward and try to bite you, which would have hit you, except with a -9, it will not. And then we will try once more with his claw.
Wow, we really debuffed
Could.
these guys.
But -6 will not. You guys are doing really well. I'm so proud.
You.
We can
use
make it safe.
Yeah, so
Are
I
we
will
digging
say-
our own graves for the next battle?
If we fought as well as we do in the arena in other fights, we do a lot better. Because when we're in the arena, we strategize. We kicked the butts of those other guys that last time.
We gotta show off. So
this brings it to Kala at the top of the round.
That guy
Bring
can
it
make
on
a
deck.
save.
well,
Oh, thank you. Ooh, 23 on the save.
Oh, he clears to hit mine. So he's only got a D4, not a D6.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't put a separate marker on them for that. So,
Well, the other two might not be around anymore for it to matter.
maybe. So, Kala.
Bonus action, take aim. Still going for the ogre.
Okay. That'll hit.
well, it doesn't get hit one time.
27.
27.
That's the end of my turn.
Solid hit. Another arrow just penetrates deeply other side of his chest, like kind of down under the sternum, and you see like another bit of this stony flesh kind of flake off. You can see more of this pulsating crystalline muscle mass beneath. That brings it to Brina.
Hey, okay, I'm going to skirt around this guy, but stay within his range. Because I don't want to get an attack unless I don't know. I don't know. You know what? I am gonna risk the attack of opportunity, and I want to hit this guy instead.
Put on the show. We're here for a show.
Yeah, let him fucking fuck me up. I don't care. I'm gonna move to flank with Keytree.
That is a 16.
That is my AC.
That's
Let me
with
have it.
disadvantage because of the blindness.
Ah, no. Let me re-roll that.
And also a D4.
And the D4 and the D6.
Oh yeah, no. Shit, I keep forgetting.
And
this.
everything.
No, he doesn't hit. No, doesn't hit at all. Doesn't even come close.
He's
Cool.
stumbling around in the dark.
It's like
I'm
a
gonna-
2.
We're
I'm waiting
here.
for Zaitan himself to just show up.
Dude, if like
No, that'll
what-
be
Dude,
sexy.
y'all could probably take Zaitan at this point. This is how you're gonna go.
well, fresh.
You
but
get
I'm
lucky
saying-
on a prismatic spray, you just boop him to another dimension.
Well,
All right, I'm gonna reckless attack with the flame tongue longsword.
getting
Yeah,
wrecked
that'll hit.
loose.
One-handed. And it is an 18 hit.
21. Yes, an 18 hits.
Sexy. 21 and 21.
Alright, hang on.
Oh, actually, can I not reckless attack and just use the advantage of flanking with Keytree?
And he's blind,
Yeah, he's blind as well. Yeah.
so you also
Cool,
get
never
advantage
mind.
there.
So, hang on. Alright, so 12, 15,
And he's blind.
and then second one hits for
Rock and roll, shorty.
he is resistant to fire damage, so I have to half that little smidgen of it.
You big stinky boy.
He is looking on his last legs. He is
Ow.
very badly hurt. Sabrina runs up and is just like carving into this guy. Yeah, he's looking pretty hurt.
Okay, that will be my turn.
All right. The Destroyer of Hordes will once again let's see. Claw disadvantage. 14 does not hit. 17 does not hit.
Could be flanking.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So that would be first claw wouldn't hit anyway. Second one, this guy doesn't have the crazy weird shit going on, so he doesn't roll less. Second claw attack will hit.
Yeah, he just has to hit a 26 or better.
He rolls a 26.
Okay.
You take 10 slashing and 5 fire.
Okay. And he takes 2d8 cold damage, which is 2 and a 6, so 8 points of cold damage for that hit.
Okay.
And it was
Alright.
10 on the strike and then fire? 5 fire?
Yes, 10 on the strike and 5 fire. Of course, you don't have to roll for it because it's not high enough. Bite attack will also hit. You rolled a 28 for that.
Okay.
For 13 piercing
Uh-huh.
and 6 fire.
Okay, so it's 19, and then he takes another 3, 7, so 10 more points of cold damage.
Okay.
And 19 for me. Oof.
Let's see. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. So he will do his other claws. Straight rope, turn invisible, but he has advantage. That will not hit. That will not hit. 24 and 22. Yeah. On a normal day, he'd be doing all right.
That's fortunate because I'm looking pretty hurt.
Yeah. So that brings
Which
it
none
to
of us can see.
Keytree's turn.
Those are some meaty hits, man.
Birdie's on deck. These guys don't play.
I I would like to use my bonus action to use hidden paths to teleport all the way over to here.
Okay.
So then I'm no longer grappled, and I would like to cast Call Lightning on the far side of this man, maybe on his head, somewhere far away from Brina.
Sure. Yeah, you can cast it to get him and not her. So he needs to make a dex save. Which he fails. Rolls a 5.
Why do I get such crummy damage rolls? Takes 19 damage. Did those show up in the...
Right, I see. Yeah, I was seeing 28 and I couldn't find the 19, but I see it now. Because it's the extra 9.
It's the lightning damage above the... Yeah.
Yeah, he is looking rough. Yeah, he's just barely hanging on. Like that lightning hits him, and you see it like is attracted to the steel plate that sort of wraps around where his head should be, and it strikes in there, and it staggers him for a moment. You see his body kind of shiver and quake, and the skeletal skull inside just like cracks apart and disintegrates. So it's basically just without his head space right now.
Okay. I think... So action, bonus action, I don't want to move anymore. That will be my turn.
Okay. Bertie and Galatar's on deck.
So these two boys both need to make wisdom saving throws at the start of my turn.
Wisdom. The Ice Brood rolls a 13.
I like to imagine that after these like, you know, prismatic spray rays hit, there was like this kind of shimmer of glitter all around them. And it just keeps growing more and more and more until it like fades away and there's just nothing there.
Yeah.
It is...
Watches the Ice Brood through all of this is like constantly swatting at itself with its big clawed icicle hand until eventually the spell takes hold and he just vanishes.
Yeah, I'll read so everybody knows the text here. If it fails that save, the creature is transported to another plane of existence of the GM's choosing and is no longer blinded. Typically, a creature that is on a plane that isn't its home plane is banished home, while other creatures are usually cast into the astral or ethereal planes. So the other one, he also needs to make his wisdom save at the start of his turn, at the start of my turn.
Well, so one of them disappears, and this roar goes up from the crowd, and all of a sudden you hear the gong is sounded as the first kill is made.
And Birdie just takes a bow, a little spin around in the air.
I can't even imagine.
Next guy makes a wisdom save.
Displacement.
Rolls a 12.
And again, that glitter just eats away, and he is
right
gone.
before Brina's eyes.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn, we can't trash talk him now.
Brina, you take a swipe through with your sword, rear back for another thrust, and the figure before you, as he turns around, there's a bolt of lightning. His skull just sort of shatters apart. The mouth starts to yawn in a scream, and it just never makes a sound because the form shimmers and vanishes in a puff of glitter.
I almost feel kind of bad for him.
Brina goes,
Another cheer up from the crowd, followed by another strike of the gong. As the second
Imagine
kill.
like fighting and you're like, oh, we're gonna beat some ass, and then all of a sudden that you just like blink
Floating in the astral
anymore.
sea.
and you just like, you're a poor creature, so you have no clue what's happening.
You're blind before it happens.
Yeah, maybe they can go hang out with Lazarus. Maybe
Next
they'll find
thing you
each
know,
other.
They'll all
Okay.
bump together.
Now for my turn.
Incredible.
So I'm 30 feet in the air.
so what are we doing after the match, guys?
I was thinking we could go get barbecue.
I think what I'm gonna do is Alright, a 30-foot cone? What's a 30-foot cone look like? I don't know if that's the right move here. I tell you what I'm gonna do. I tell you what I'm gonna do is I am going to, and I think I got, oh yeah. We're gonna do a 40-foot cube right there, and I'm gonna cast slow.
Nice.
And I need all the enemies to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. Wisdom. 17?
No, DC's 18 now.
All right. So the top two fail.
Okay.
The branded guy succeeds.
I bet he
'Cause
does.
He's that kind of fucker.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna display it so we all recall. But speed is halved. It takes -2 penalty to AC and dexterity saving throws. Can't use reactions, and it only gets it. Well, it either gets
Or a
an
bonus
action
action.
or a bonus action, and regardless of its abilities or magical items, it
Can't
can
use
only
multi
make
attack.
one attack. So the Horde Eater guy can shove it.
That's
With his-
effectively what happened to the Mouth of Zaitan when it took radiant damage.
yeah.
It was all that hot shit.
So there's my action. Bonus action. Who's around? I'm gonna go ahead and give Bardic Inspiration to Brina. There, you've got a D10 you can use.
Oh, ho, ho. Thank you.
All right, there's the turn. And I am now. Oh, I will say the heroism goes away because I'm now concentrating on slow.
Okay. That brings it to Galatar, and Alexa's on deck.
Okay. I'll take Omen, and again, as I start to swing, we'll just disappear, show up on the other side at this guy, and we'll take my first attack at him with Steel Wind Strike. That is a 19 to hit because it does not have advantage.
19 will hit.
Okay, so that'll be 60 10 force damage. Wrong force.
Oh.
24 points of force damage.
Thank God.
Oh, don't worry.
You've been
I'll
like
send a
another round.
radiant mote his way at the end of the turn. And then I will go 5 feet. Let's go. I'm gonna go here to avoid getting flanked again, or actually be here. That's where it is. And I'll make another strike against him with advantage. That is an 18 and a 26.
That'll hit.
Okay, that's another 60 10. Boom. Eh. Why does it never just roll 60?
That would be pretty crazy.
That would be nice.
You also take 6 fire damage. As
Mm.
you hit him with a
Oh, he has
melee
that
hit
feature.
Within 5 feet, yeah. I forgot
Sweet.
to put that on the turn before.
Yeah, do you just want me to take? I can take another 5 points of fire damage if you want. That's fine with me.
I just rolled the die twice. 6 was what came up with.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
So 5. Okay.
So he takes 34.
He takes 34 force damage. And then I would like to fire a radiant sword at this guy.
Okay. He's looking pretty hurt.
Bonus action.
I have this guy's name in my initiative order as dog, but scary.
The vine.
Oh,
24.
Right in the middle. All right.
Yeah. Radiant is a good damage type.
Damn.
And that concludes me turn. Oh,
Nice.
actually, hold on. Sorry. I'm just going to move. I'll let him have an attack of opportunity, but I am going to move 1 space back so I can't get crowded again.
All right. Ooh, that will hit.
Ooh, with disadvantage still?
Yeah, he rolled the same thing
Nice.
on both die. It was a crazy good
Ooh.
roll.
Okay.
So you take 11 piercing damage and 4
Huh?
fire damage.
Okay. Takes me down to 40. Okay.
That brings it to Alexa.
I'm gonna fly 5.
Oh, he can't take reactions while he's slowed.
Oh,
That's
no, he
true.
cannot.
Yep,
Sorry,
that's it.
I wasn't paying attention.
That's 15.
There you go.
Eating gang.
Yeah.
Just remembered.
Damn.
Sorry,
good
I'm
call.
actually crushing it with my AoE stuff tonight, which
You're
rarely
doing great,
happens.
man.
But
2 for 2.
thank you guys. Both my spells worked. Never happens. Feeling good about myself.
No
I'm feeling
doubt,
good about that
no
new
doubt.
spell save DC.
All right, Alexa.
All right, I'm going to take my 60 feet and fly over to the new combat zone. And while I do, I'm going to call out and say, Galatar, I know no one else can see you, but you are totally kicking ass. Because I can see him.
Yep.
Yeah. What the hell, man?
And because I can see him, I won't do the... Oh, he's out of the range anyways. Well, I'll still change it up. And I'm going to pull out my little old green eyeball, but I will wave my hand over it. It changes from being like a sickly green to kind of like a deep blue that's like pulsing. And I'll fire it out, and they all need to make something saves. I think it's Constitution saves. Where is the button? And it's gonna be thunder damage,
Dexterity.
dexterity.
They have -2 to dexterity saves because
Okay.
of slow, if you're slowed.
So the destroyer saves.
I want to see this thing's character sheet afterwards.
They're rolling really high. He rolled a 19.
Well, they deserve it. We're
Minus,
steamrolling 'em.
well, he's not slowed. Okay.
It's a statement.
The that guy does have the minus D6, I think. So
No, but both of the upper guys are slowed, right?
Yes, so they get -2 off the bat.
Let me put a little net on them so I remember that. Yes, but even with the -2, 'cause with a 19 on the die plus his modifier, -2 is still above a 17.
Does he still have the thing on it or no?
The
Or is
what?
that for this one? Because does this one still have the D6 or whatever from Alexa's
Yes.
spell, or did it lose
Yeah.
it? And Bane?
Yes.
Okay.
he's got everything still on him. But those don't count against saving throws.
Oh, it
I
does.
I forgot about that.
I don't think he
Oh,
did his intelligence
okay.
save last time. At the end of his turn.
He.
It doesn't matter. He failed it.
I don't.
Yeah. So sorry. What are we doing? The
I am-
dexterity save.
I think they need to start their dexterity saves.
Right. So the destroyer.
Or one did them
saved.
already.
Destroyer saved. The vine tooth failed. He rolled an 8.
Okay.
The other guy, the branded guy, succeeds.
It's okay. So
the
then
guy
the
in the middle fails.
13 thunder damage to those who save, and 26 thunder damage to the vine, and 9 thunder damage, I think, at the end of his turn. I believe that's how it is worded. Yeah, at the end of its next turn.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So this crack of thunder echoes throughout the arena, and you watch as that vine tooth like goes down on its knees and is like shuddering and struggles to lift itself back up. It is on its last legs.
And I'll take my bonus action and just throw it at the crab, because I can tell that guy. I feel confident he's going down.
Okay.
So let my overconfidence be my undoing, and I don't have advantage on that guy for any reason. So fuck it. Let's pop tides and give myself advantage. I think I don't think I actually can do that. No, I gain advantage on attack roll. It's not like casting a spell. Anyways. 16 to hit?
The destroyer?
Yes.
That does it.
Yeah, he also has a -2 to his AC, so.
25 radiant damage to him.
Ooh,
And I think I've
spicy.
All right. Yeah, he's looking really hurt too. All right. So The branded Colossus is tired of being fucked with.
I bet he is.
Bruh.
As he surveys the scene, people are out of his range. What even can he
He's-
do?
Chunky, hefty boy.
He will turn toward Birdie,
Oh, no.
and he
What,
raises his hand in
Birdie?
the air, conjures that plane of force, and hurls 2 of them at you.
How rude.
Not my 4-foot son,
That'll
Birdie.
hit for 13 force damage,
Okay, rude.
and I
Yeah.
believe an 18 will hit. So another 14 force damage.
So 28 force damage total?
27. There's a 13 and a
27.
14.
Okay, 27. Okay. So I need to make 2 con saves on slow here. Oh, please, Birdie. I know you're not strong, but please.
Oh, yeah, he's
Okay,
over
there's
10.
one.
That's
There's
good.
one.
That's great. Oh, that's
And
fun.
fuck me.
So
at
good.
fuck.
All right, boss. That's all right, boss.
Damn it.
Still good. Still good.
I mean, it's okay. We're fine.
You still saved me 15 points of damage.
Well,
There you go.
And let's see. Shit. He will take his movement. 15, 20, 25, 30. Start to move toward Keytree. The Vine Tooth. They've got different movement. Closest other target would be Kala. 10, 15, 20, yeah. So it is going to lash out. Make sure. Alright. So reach out with its claws and try to hit you once.
Minus D4, D6.
Yeah. Minus all the things.
yeah, it's no longer slowed though, so
It is not slowed.
That is a 13 to hit. Alright, that's a little bit better. It's a 14 to hit. So it's 2 claw attacks do not hit, and then it will attempt to bite you for another 13 to hit. Yeah. That brings it to the top of the round.
And
Colin?
then he takes 5 thunder
Oh.
damage. Or 9 thunder damage.
So for the first time, without disappearing into another dimension, there is this aftershock that cracks like thunder throughout the arena, and this creature just sort of like rears up on its hind legs, shudders, and collapses to the ground. The crowd goes wild, and another strike of the gong as another minion bites the dust.
I think we're doing
Bonus
okay.
action, take aim, and I'm shooting the ogre.
Okay.
Birdie did vaporize that one guy. 2 guys.
31.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
sent him into the Shadow
31.
Realm, Yugi.
Send him into the shadow.
Heavy hits, just picking away at this guy. As he's turned around towards Keytree now, arrow lands like right in the back of his neck, like just where it meets the shoulder blade, and it just embeds itself. Like half the arrow goes in, and you watch as he kind of twinges a little bit, and he's moving his shoulder to kind of get ready to bring this club down. And the arrow like snaps a little bit as the part of it is like left embedded in his skin. And that brings
That's
it
gonna
to
get
Brina.
impacted.
Oh, there's no more Bane relevant because they all died. Cool. Brina's gonna run up behind this guy and take a couple slashes at his backs of his knees. Just fucking, and he's gonna probably hit. Actually, hang on. Is Keytree engaged with him?
No.
No.
Not yet.
So technically, it wouldn't be flanking in the first place. Whatever. I'm gonna hit him twice with reckless attack. Let's just
16 does not hit.
I figured he's a big strong man. Okay.
Yeah, you guys all see the strike go in and clang with a resounding crash, but the second does hit true.
Okay, 26. And I'm just gonna try and draw his.
I will say you do have a D10 that you can use.
Yeah, could I have used that D10 on the
Your bardic inspiration.
well, God willing, and the
You
creek
have to
don't
know you have to
Yeah,
choose
you
the roll
do.
before you know if it hits.
I don't think
Bardic
so.
inspiration you do. I think
I assume.
Bardic inspiration, the creature can add it to one ability check. This can be added after seeing the roll,
Oh.
but before knowing the outcome.
Oh.
well, is it ability? Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's any roll.
I guess we haven't really hit this. I guess we don't really know what its AC is.
Yeah.
We've not been tracking.
I'll try to
that.
be a little slower on the draw and not reveal whether it hits to give you
Oh,
time
okay.
to choose.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, never mind. That for the time being will be my turn.
Okay. It's a heavy hit. You watch as it kind of staggers him a little bit, and as he continues walking towards Kitri, he turns and gazes over at you and just briefly locks eyes with you for just a moment.
I'm gonna bang my shield. It's gonna look cool. It's gonna try and look cool.
Alright. Let's see this guy.
Bro, let his shit up, Paula. That's what I'm saying.
I think. Yeah. Seeing no fruit in this fight, the destroyer is going to run over here towards Kitri as well. But Galtor, you would get an attack of opportunity.
I would not, I think, because I was one space beyond being next to him, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it would be. Alright, so he is going, now that he's not slowed anymore, he is going to try to take out Kitri. A 20 will hit.
Indeed it will.
You take 17 slashing damage and 10 fire damage.
So just 27 total.
Yeah, I like to tell you separate just in case you have resistances that I don't know about. Yeah, so there'll be a 13 concentration check.
Oof.
Oh.
The lightning is
So,
gone.
Yeah, the thundercloud starts to disperse, and you hear a collective gasp of astonishment from the crowd watching. Second attack will also hit, but that's not nearly as much. That's 17 total damage. That's right, I gotta switch my tool. And then, oh yeah, I can take that concentration off you. There. It is gonna reach forward and try to bite you. 15 does not hit.
It does not.
And then it will try to hit you with its last two attacks. 22 will hit for 16 total damage.
Wow, this is a lot.
And then a 19 will hit, because that's your AC,
Yes, that's my AC.
for 22 total damage.
Oh.
As this
Holy
creature
Lord.
realizes that it has been attacking the wrong character.
The wrong person?
Attacking the wrong target.
I feel so unwanted.
You
I mean, you
just
do
like-
keep running away.
Brina, as you come up behind this ogre and just start making a mess of its back, you see this big crab-like creature skitter over to Kitri, dripping molten material onto the sand as it pops and sizzles. It kind of slides in next to her and just starts to whip at her with a flurry of its claws and its bite, and she takes several very difficult hits.
Rena just goes, ooh.
And that brings it to Kitri's
Ooh,
turn.
sucks to be you.
Oh.
All right then.
All right. Nobody panic.
About the big guns, Kichi. Let's do it.
She's gonna yell, "Can you feel it now, Mr. Krabs?" And cast Blight at
It's hideous laugh.
6th level. So he needs to make a Constitution 18. Oh,
17.
Ooh!
he takes all 49 points of damage. Which is not even
It is
close to what he gave me.
Hit his
He
ass.
takes every bit of it, and as Kitri
It's
says
clobbering him.
this, you watch as she pushes forward her arms, and this column of black energy just bursts out of her, and you swear there's just a flash for a moment of emerald green in her pupils.
Ooh.
And Kitri, in your mind's eye, you hear, "Yes, my child, choose my power." And you just sit there, you watch this column of black energy hit this thing, pushes it back up onto its hind claws, and it topples over like a turtle onto its back, flails for a moment. You just keep focusing down this energy. The crowd loses their minds, and another gong is sounded
Petrie.
as you are down to the final dragon champion.
Well,
I didn't say he'd be last.
I'm a little messed up right now, so I'm gonna bonus action and wild shape into a moss heart.
Oh yeah.
Right.
New hit point pool. Who dis?
Wild shape. Blah blah blah. Oh shit! I need to fix that token because it keeps putting you at 1-to-1, but you're 2-by-2 now. Okay, is that your turn? You're muted.
Man, I'm trying to be so respectful and not have my mic, and then I get stuck. Okay, I'll because this boy is dead now. Would I have to be like up here to be flanking with Brina, or could I be like over here?
Yeah, you'd have to be further up here.
All right, I think that's only like 15, 20 feet, but
Mhm.
I would move up there to give her flanking.
Okay.
And I think how much is, yeah, I have enough movement. All right, that's my turn.
All right. Brings it to Birdie, and Galatar's on deck.
All right. I'm gonna move 50 feet to right there. Still at 30 feet of elevation. And then I'm going to pop off a bardic inspiration, which will get everybody except Galatar, who's still invisible. Everybody gets 11 temporary hit points. I'm going to put a mantle of inspiration, and you can immediately use your reaction to move up to your speed without provoking attack of opportunity, which I will avail No, I don't think I'm going to avail myself of that reaction. I'm going to hold on to that. But I will use the last 10 feet of my movement to go 10 feet lower in the air to where I'm 20 feet above the ground now. And you watch Birdie again strikes this chord, and a beam of energy heads towards Mr. Purple Man, and I need him to make an intelligence saving throw, please.
Intelligence saving
He's rock and roll.
throw. 17.
He does not succeed.
What is the fact?
So this is this beam of energy goes to him. This is Raluthim's psychic lance at 6th level. He takes 29 psychic damage, and he is incapacitated until the start of my next turn. First time anybody's failed that save, Ryan. I've cast that spell like 5 times.
Oh shit.
It's a spell.
Yeah, it's a spell.
Oh, is he gonna do shit? See, this is why I never get to fuck off.
He gets to play.
Yeah.
So
No, he succeeds.
Oh,
I'm sorry, brother.
Sorry, I'm trying to like split my attention here. And
I
I'm
have
desperately
never
looking
once
at this guy's stat block.
succeeded on that spell. I've cast it so many times.
Yeah.
What is his deal? Is he just like
I will tell you the stat block when we're done.
Ryan's going full
Fuck.
beautiful mind. Fucking.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
any
thinking I should have
spells?
been using this much harder than I have been. So
fuck?
anyway.
All right,
yeah.
well, he's perfectly fine and dandy, and there goes my 6th level.
That's okay, Alex. Good boy.
Yeah, at this point, like you
You try
watch as
hard.
this you've seen him throw these nearly transparent spikes at you. So you think, I can do that. You craft your own lance of psychic energy and slam it towards him, and it hits him, and you watch as it penetrates it hits his skin, and rather than penetrate it, the lance itself is like shattered and crushes around him like a wave. And he just sort of looks back at you.
This guy
No emotion in his
sucks.
face. Yeah, and it was a saving throw. So
Yeah. All right, that's all I got.
sorry about that, man.
You're good. I want that spell to work so bad. It's never worked.
One
It
day.
has never
One
once
day.
worked.
So that brings it to Galatar, and Alexa's on deck.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk towards him, and as I get to Alexa, just say, "Oh, thank you. That really made me feel very good." And as I say that, I'm gonna start to roar, and instead of being invisible, I will now be a T-Rex.
I always forget about polymorph.
Never really use it, but should more.
I mean, it's exhibition match. It's a good time for it.
Yeah, haven't used it in a long time.
All of our donors are here.
Oh no, did I become?
Huge.
What did I become? It's so big. Oh, so I'll be like right over one more space, I guess, to be.
No way?
Oh, so no, so that I'm not on top of Alexa. Yeah.
I'm 15 feet in
She's
the air.
15 feet in the air.
Oh. Yeah, sure. Okay. You
Well, I
can just be
guess
right
isn't
over top of
he-
T-Rex.
Yeah, technically you're large, so.
So my 15 feet in the air? Am I
But
below?
it's weird. I mean,
yeah,
is he
you
really
occupy
15?
a 15-foot cube? So we'll just say it works. You're good.
Right.
Cool.
That
I'm
is
gonna
a little more
make
funny.
a tail attack against him. So that's plus 10 to hit. That is a 15 plus 10 for a 25.
Can you make an attack as an action if you cast that spell?
Oh, you're right. I can't. Sorry. So instead, I will just be very intimidating.
Oh, hang on. a minute, hang
Intimidating.
on.
Intimidating. What was the? Oh, it's Doug Dimmadome. That's what it was. From
Sorry,
Fairly Odd
owner of the
Parents.
Dinsville Dividend.
You mean Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimmadome?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Name's
I don't have a
Dividend.
Tyrannosaurus Rex sound, but cool,
Ah,
cool.
Or
okay.
So that brings it to Alexa.
Man, I don't know. There were so many dumb things I wanted to do, but it's just like, well, we're gonna win anyways. But I don't really have anything deliciously stupid to try. Like, okay. I don't know. Screw it. I will be 15 feet up in the air, and I just kind of fly right above him, and I try and just land, just like, how about magical swords? And I'm gonna use my glow blade and kind of jab it in the top of his head.
Okay. Yeah, make your attack.
you're showing
Uh,
a big purple guy.
Oh, a critical hit.
that is sweet.
A Glowblade dagger?
Yeah, we bought him in Radassoon. I think it was all
It's
also
just like
long
this
ago.
tiny little, like, Azurian-sized glow stick. Ugh, but you, like, mash it right in the top of his cranium. I love it. God, I love it. 6 piercing damage?
Yes. Yeah, that's fucking great.
Yeah, so like you bring it down and you stab and you feel it like sink in, but you also feel like the resistance. And as you pull the dagger out, you see that skin on top is also this stony sort of layer, this very stony hide, and you've split it now, and you see this glowing, sort of pulsating, crystalline interior of the skull,
Mm.
or where the brains would be, I guess. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I guess I will just kind of stay, like 5 feet above his head, like in his range, obviously, but not on
Okay.
him physically.
All right. Oh, so yeah. Keitry's
Now he is for
gone.
want of targets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He spins around. Oh man. I would say probably the biggest apparent threat. He would try to attack the T-Rex.
It's just AC 13.
All right. So does he? Yeah, he gets a multi-attack. So the first attack comes down to 16 to hit. You take
Mhm.
32 force damage.
Okay, 32 force damage, and I need to roll a con save with the Tyrannosaurus Rex's stats. So
Yes.
it needs to be higher than a 16 or higher. It's not. It's a 14. So right back down to myself.
Well, that sucks.
So
a little.
close.
Slap the T-Rex right out of you.
He did. He fucking
When you get bitch slapped that hard, man, it's hard to stay on the polymorph. Can I choose which space I come down in?
I think so.
That's what I
Yeah. I
thought.
don't think you
Okay.
have to be in danger necessarily.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah. I'll
You are in
go to
command
that
of all of
space. Why not?
space.
It's really rude.
So at that point, he will turn. Choose the next biggest target.
Rena's a little insulted, but it makes sense.
23 will hit the.
I'm gonna
boss
use.
heart.
Oh shoot! No. Never mind.
You don't want to use your reaction.
Oh, by the way, it's within a minute, so he still takes 2d8 cold damage for hitting me. Because that spell's not concentration,
Yes.
right? Is that correct?
Correct. That spell is
Okay.
not concentration, and it would have persisted through your form.
Oh, which means I also forgot to do it to that. Oh well. So it's 4 and 7 for 11 points of cold damage. And I was going to use my reaction to cast shield with the thing before you said the thing, so I'll just go ahead and take that off as a charge.
Does it not raise
The
it above
thing with the thing
23?
with the thing.
All the things.
I think it only brings her up to 21.
Her AC.
For this is
oh,
for
right, no, because
Keitry.
it's for the moss heart, right? That's not 8,
Yeah.
19 AC. That's right.
Because I was thinking it was her, and then I forgot it was the Moss Hearts thing.
Oh, it's a AC 16.
Yeah. So it won't help.
Okay.
That's still pretty respectable.
And, yeah, he's not resistant to cold, so he takes all that. Keitry, you do suffer the hit as he brings this big cudgel down on top of you. You take 28 force damage.
Okay. Oof.
But that is the end of his turn. I think, yeah.
All right. I'm keeping track of those hit points on my phone.
Okay. That brings it to Kala.
Bonus action, take aim.
Finish him.
Get up.
17
Does that?
just hits.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I've had a
Oh.
D4. I could have been adding this whole time that I've never needed.
Right. Same. I totally forgot about bless, but whatever.
I just haven't missed anything yet.
Woo!
38 damage.
Ooh,
30 sneak attack damage.
Come
Wow.
on.
Damn.
so much sneak attack.
Come on.
Yeah, as he turns around and slams his cudgel into Keitry, he kind of turns to see the rest of you, and an arrow just like embeds itself in his eye. And you can see like this arrow is like twitching around as he moves, but you hear this sort of crunch as it goes in, and you can tell that there's just more of this hard crystalline substance inside him.
Gross.
He's looking rough.
He's got a fucking arrow in his eye.
Yeah, and that brings it to Brina.
Great, cool. Flanking with Keitry, I'm gonna try and slice at the backs of his calves. Take this bitch.
24 will hit.
Oh,
24 will also hit.
yeah. Worth
I will say, Brina, With your Sentinel, did that not give you a reaction attack when he attacked Galatar or Kitri?
I mean, yeah, it did when you
Oh,
think
right.
about it.
Right, right. It's just,
That ship
yeah.
has
It's just
kind
about
of
knowing the
thing.
features, isn't it?
No,
So that's actually a major part of the game is knowing the
actually, it's
knowing the
because
features,
I
huh?
was fixating on a different feature and I neglected to
Right.
talk about, but because I wanted to use my reaction for a different. It's
All
all
right. Hold on to it then. Hold on to it.
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
Wise.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Yeah, 2 beefy hits. You cleave your flaming longsword back into the back of one knee, bring it on the backswing to the other, and you watch as his knees kind of buckle, and he goes down on one knee and he's leaning on this cudgel like a cane. He's trying to maintain his footing. He is really rough, but he's still standing.
Very sure.
Bring him
That is my
down.
turn.
Okay, and that brings it to Kitri.
Do you think the audience, like, how much do you think these people pay just to watch like 30 seconds of combat?
That's how I feel about UFC fights and stuff, though. It's
you know
like
there were like leading fights to this, like smaller groups,
Okay.
little shows.
That's why there's blood on the ground.
That makes more sense. Yeah.
Discarded
Um,
weapons.
I'm definitely gonna use my slam attack. Which do I have advantage because I'm flanking?
Yes, you do.
40.
Put him down.
1 will hit.
And that's 15 bludgeoning damage.
Now, when you wild shape at your level,
Mm-hmm.
are your attacks considered magical?
I
Or is
don't
that a
think
circle
so.
of the moon thing?
Yes, I think that's a different.
I think that's a different subclass.
Okay. Just double check because I know where that would be.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it doesn't have anything about your. Yeah.
Okay.
So no.
All right. So 15 damage. It's non-magical, so be reduced to half. 7. Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's my turn.
Yeah. And reduced to half. How do you want to do this?
oh,
Bring
What?
him down.
Just
What?
barely. So you watch as this guy turns around, having seen Galatar emerge out of nothingness as a Tyrannosaur, and he slams down with a powerful attack, knocking Galatar out of form, tumbling across the arena, but quickly climbing to his feet. He turns then for a second attack and lays into this moss heart, and as the Tyrannosaur disappears, the crowd goes, "Oh!" And then Brina comes in, 1, 2, behind him, bringing him down on one knee, leaning on his cudgel, like trying to lift himself back up as you go in. How do you want to do this?
I would like to, while letting out just like a huge roar, because the moss heart kind of has like this branched kind of horned face. I would like to sort of like somehow like scoop under him, like drive my head under his body, and like just like shove him over.
Yeah. Yeah, so you watch as he kind of like leans forward to push himself upward, and Kitri with a bellow just charges underneath and gores him with the top of his head. And it's eerie because as this avatar of the power of nature, this woody, moss-covered creature that Kitri has taken the form of, meets what is otherwise like a solid piece of stone and crystal. Her head butts in right under the solar plexus, and you watch as like the branchy type horns that exude from her head take hold and kind of grow a little bit around it and take a grip on either side as she lifts her head, picking this guy up, like one leg barely trailing on the ground, and tosses him over. And with that final release, you can see like a whole section of his chest has just been torn open, and shards of these like purple pink crystal innards have just cracked and shattered and are now spilling onto the ground like gemstones. And there's an almighty cheer from the crowd and the final gong as the crowd just is all on their feet. Destiny's Edge is standing up. Zoja, the little Asura, is like jumped up on the rail and is like throwing her fist in the air as
Yeah.
Logan like reaches forward and grabs onto the back of her collar to keep her from falling in. Airstagulkin's on her feet. Ritlock unsheaths Sohathan, his flaming sword, and is holding it in the air. And you start to hear, Trollskull, 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 Trollskull. And eventually the announcer himself, standing in the press box, is, Trollskull, Trollskull, as you all emerge victorious.
Little sheep.
That's when we real Bernie and I are probably like floating around near the crowd.
Oh yeah, just flying above. He's like
close
he's
you
doing
can be like
prestidigitating little like fireworks and stuff as he
I
like
could see
flying
it like,
around the stadium.
Like when the figure skaters finish and they're tossing like stuffed animals and flowers, and Birdie's just
Oh
like,
yeah, people are throwing flowers and like coin just like out onto the arena floor. Yeah, there's
The
like
drama.
a couple of pieces of lingerie, you know, thrown in there among them.
"Ooh."
Oh yeah.
Rena, you
This-
see Ritlock takes Sohathan, this flaming, massive longsword he's got, and he points it at you, and he's like cheering, and he brings it up in like a sword fighter's salute.
Fuck yeah. I salute right back. God damn, son. Woohoo!
You watch as Air pulls out a war horn and winds it. And you see several other horns come out throughout the stands as people are just making these bellowing
I think Brina was sheepish at first, but she's fucking loving it now. With the horns, god damn, son. Woohoo!
Yeah. It is a day of celebration.
While everybody's kind of celebrating, can I try and like make an investigation check or look over this thing's body to try and figure out how the heck it was able to like repel spells, if it's different than the other thing that I fought that I investigated before, that was
as-
also
As
branded?
you guys take a moment, the crowd is allowed to kind of cheer itself hoarse for a couple of minutes. You go over and kind of look around on this thing. Make an investigation check for me.
That is a 16 plus 10 for 26.
There is something very odd about this creature. Now that you're close to it and have a brief moment to investigate it, there's just something out of place. You're not quite sure what, but it's almost too clean, too perfect. It's really, there's something uncanny about it. It's not a natural creature anyway. But as you're sitting there thinking about it, and your crew kind of gathers around you, and you're all waving and looking at the audience, Traherne steps forward in the press box and raises his arms to quiet down the crowd. And it takes like a good 30 seconds to get everyone to pay attention. And I
Brina
won't
picked
bore you.
Galatar up halfway through his investigation check.
Oh,
Yeah,
thanks for bringing out. No, put me.
Disadvantage.
Oh,
I'm not going to bore you with a whole big monologue, but Traherne gives this stirring speech about, here is the proof, here is the metal of the Lion Guard, of humanity, of all the sentient races, Char, Norn, Silvari, Asura, human, acting as one. We will take the fight to Zaitan. We will make our assault on the shores of Or. Come, join us, sign up at Lion Guard Keep, like, you know, big recruitment speech and big motivation. And the crowd is loving it. Everyone is
Oh, they
absolutely
better.
enthralled. And as all this is happening, a team of 6 Asura come scampering out of one of the tunnels, running towards you. And Alexa, you especially, very quickly recognize the 2 leading figures of Tinker and Crane. As they get closer, those of you who've kind of been around, you've seen the emblem that employees of the Consortium Trading Guild wear. They all seem to be a crew from there. They come running up, and Tinker comes up and is sort of waving his hands like, no. It's all right. It's all right. We'll take care of it. Don't worry about these. Nothing to see here. We'll dispose of these just fine. What exactly happened to the other 2? If you don't mind, I would very much like to recover them if possible.
I
I
Birdie.
assumed the priory was taking care of, this. Or the priest of Balthazar.
Ah.
Yeah, Bertie, where did you put those guys?
I get the reason this thing is almost too perfect. It does not seem.
Oh yes, it's a wonderful day, wonderful day. He just starts waving to the crowd. He's like, "We'll talk about this later. Yes, wonderful. Look, oh, the heroes. Yes." And he sort of snaps his fingers and starts making a motion and starts chittering in the Asuran native tongue. Alexa, you pick up. He's speaking to his crew, saying like, "Come on, get them out of here. Come on." And you see a couple of them start to cast spells, and the heavy forms of these 3 dead dragon minions are elevated about 3 feet from the ground as little groups of 2 Asura on each one are walking very closely, like holding each other arm in arm, sort of like one arm back towards the creatures, trying to maintain a distance from each other. And Birdie, you recognize this as a version of Tensor's floating discs, but they're casting it in tandem to double the weight.
Yeah.
Does it seem like they have permission to be doing this?
Yes, like as you look up,
Okay.
there are people in the press box, and the Zaishen, the priests of Balthazar, who kind of guard and are standing all around the inner ring of the arena, not on the floor level, but on the upper level, kind of where the statues are on the map.
Okay.
You see, like they're all looking at the arena, and they know what's going on.
I will.
And they motion to you to
I
follow.
will say I will like come down from flying and land on Brina's shoulders. Just like kind of like sitting on Brina's shoulders, and to Tinker, who had like kind of asked this question, I'll just go, I sent them away.
Like where?
Well, that's unfortunate.
I
Are they
don't- I
coming
don't-
back?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know where they
it will
go
be fine.
exactly.
It's not to be worried about. Here, come. It's easier to talk inside where it's quiet.
Okay.
So as you guys
Just
leave
Birdie
the
say one
arena
more lap.
floor, to the accolades and the cheers, eventually you are taken back to the sort of waiting room where you're allowed to rest and clean yourselves and take care of business. And you're not in there for more than 2 minutes, but Tinker is gesturing and barking orders at his crew, and you see, Crane. Crane is the one that's in charge. Tinker starts clambering his way up onto the body of this giant crystalline colossus. Let me kill this music here. You still kind of hear the distant sound of the arena outside as Tinker hops up on top. Wait! Well, this one worked right and proper, didn't it, Crane? I thought we did a good job. It was very expensive, though. I kind of hope we get the tech back, but you know, at least they'll pay us for it. And Crane, yeah, yes. Well, I think this has been enough for now. And he holds up his wrist. He's got like a bracer, kind of like your Surin wrist rocket, but it's got a set of glyphs and sigils. And he starts punching a little combination, and you watch as this line of light kind of skitters across the flesh of each of the minions from toe to head and then from head to toe again. And as it comes back from head to toe, there is outlined a series of hexagons illuminated with light. And then again, this line from toe to head, from head to toe. And as it comes down the second time, the physical forms of these creatures just vanish. And you hear as for each one, a small orb about the size of a cantaloupe crashes to the ground with a series of crystals and etched with thin glyphs.
Wow. I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah.
Is this actually like a viable encounter then? I mean, like, was this rigged?
Crane just says, "Oh, yes, it was absolutely viable. This was a true test of your mettle. We've done all sorts of research to come up with the perfect replica of some of the most powerful dragon minions we've been able to observe in the wild. But these are under our control, so that should things go absolutely horrifically limb-losingly wrong, we could turn them off. And there was never a risk of them, getting into the stands and murdering hundreds of citizens.
So are you the one that made this
Facts.
thing able to repel spells? Was that your doing?
Well, we programmed them to mimic the abilities of real creatures, but yes, we had to
Huh.
program it to do this.
How many people know about this?
The leaders of the Pact and the Zaishin priesthood, who are in charge, we can't do anything in the arena without their permission. They're kind of sticklers for this sort of thing. But the challenge was very real, so they ruled that it posed no violation of Balthazar's tenets.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. I don't think you're gonna get those other two back.
Yeah, no.
They're
Yeah,
they're-
that's unfortunate, but
yeah.
they're very expensive to make.
Yeah. I'm
But,
sorry
I
about
mean, if you
that.
know where
Pact
they
leaders
went,
will-
maybe.
I don't
Oh, it's
really
all right.
know, actually. They
We
We
just
can go
get
honestly-
plane hopping one day.
They're,
Yeah,
they're
they-
very expensive to make, and they're very hard to power. The
How much
charge
do they
will only
cost?
last for another minute or two.
Oh, well, yeah, then they'll
These cost about 25,000 gold apiece.
wow.
Woo!
That's on you,
Power-
Birdie.
The charge only lasts for about
Right. I don't think
3
our
to 4
insurance
minutes
covers
at-
that.
Yeah, I
onset.
can't.
Yeah.
I'm
So
sorry. I'm
it's-
not.
hold
I'm
on,
not
it's
paying you for
25,000
that.
gold, but you only get 3 to 4 minutes out of that?
Wow, this is cutting edge, hard light tech right out of the Radasum labs. Synergetics has been working on this for years, but only the most talented holosmiths could even come close to something of this grandeur.
Mm.
We've had
Yeah,
quite a
I-
breakthrough.
I was kind of wondering how you guys got like this many big scary monsters in one place. No offense.
Oh no, it would have been quite a feat. It probably would have killed several Lion Guard and packed forces, and of course we don't want
Oh.
that, so
Like, that seems a bit extreme, but oh well, we're here.
there was originally an interest in building these for the war effort, but they're too expensive and the power just can't hack it. It's very, very inefficient, but quite a spectacle. You all performed admirably. You should be very proud.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah. It was.
You did a great job.
Thanks. Yeah, we were very proud.
I'm gonna get
Yeah.
more
So,
tonight.
would
Y'all
the
got
real
snacks
thing have
back
been
here or
affected by
something?
poison?
Sorry, what?
Would the real thing be affected by poison?
Crane tells you that based on the data that they had collected on the various minions, they were true to life.
Okay.
So I will tell you functionally, most of these things were
Bruh.
based on constructs, on golems or large minions of CR 12 or 13. So you had like 5 CR 12, CR 13. The Vine Tooth was the only one. It started out as a CR 8, but I gave it the abilities, the physical abilities, not the legendary stuff, of an adult dragon.
Damn.
It had a claw, tooth, and tail attacks, blind sense,
So what was the
poison
spell
breath
thing?
weapon. So
Yes.
Candlekeep has a special monster called a canopic golem, where the heart of a mummy is stored. It's a CR 13, but it has 2 features. The first one is limited spell immunity. So it's not that spells can't affect it. It's that spells of 7th level or lower, if it's an attack roll, it always misses. But if it's a saving throw, he just succeeds on the save. So if it's something for like half damage, he takes half damage. He just always succeeds on the save. Now here's the real kicker, is he can use a reaction to do spell deflection. And this is what I'm not entirely sure about. It says in response to a spell attack missing the golem, which all spell attack rolls do, it can use its reaction and cause that spell to hit another creature within 120 feet of it that it can see.
Wow.
But technically, he couldn't have deflected the first one back at you, Galatar, because he couldn't see you because you were invisible. So that wouldn't have
Oh.
worked. But it doesn't say.
I think it could hit someone else, though.
You could.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
so there is precedent for this. The spell reflection ability is like there's a ring, I think there's a cloak, and there's the the Tundra Cat thing
Damn.
has
Yes.
spell deflection.
Yes.
But when that does it, there's a certain mechanic, and if you reflect it, you're basically pointing the spell at someone else using the attack roll of the caster. This just says causes it to hit. So I think that's what it should have done, is he should have just said, okay, well, you threw a spell attack at me, I pick someone and it hits them,
Yeah.
which is deadly.
Once
Yeah.
it's their reaction, right? So it's once per round. It's
Exactly.
an auto
They
hit.
can only do
Yeah,
it
so
once per round.
that's balanced.
I should have done that. I should have had him pick one of
Mm.
you that he could see and just like you get hit and you take it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because then the thing is like once you realize it, you stop throwing spell attacks at it.
Yes.
Right.
So
That's why
I
it works.
should have done it that
Yeah.
way, and I didn't.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why
I thought that
it's
was
totally
too
balanced.
crazy.
No.
So like
But yeah.
if I had summoned like my radiant sword and attacked it, since that's a melee attack with a magic weapon, would that have been fine?
That's
Because I
the
Well,
fuzzy.
I was
so
curious
that's-
about that.
Well, you did the spell.
Yeah, so
Dual
that is a magic attack because it says to use your spell
It is.
attack, but the
It's a
other one
spell
doesn't.
attack.
The other one is specifically a melee attack with a magically created blade.
So that would not. That is a
That would be
is an
fine?
attack with a melee weapon, because you don't make a spell attack.
Okay.
And that is the difference. But for Steel Wind Strike, it really
Interesting.
tripped me up, because you're making a melee spell attack, so you always miss, but he's supposed to be able to just like point to someone and have that attack hit them. And I think that's it. I think it's supposed to. And I should have run it that way, but you know, it is what
Huh.
it is.
Well, because you conjure a blade of force with that?
So what it does is when you make the attack, let me double check.
Nice.
It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
'cause
Getting
maybe
the
like
trick.
he grabs that
Yeah.
energy and somehow redirects it.
You flourish the weapon
Effectively,
used
yeah.
in the casting and then vanish to
That's
strike
right.
like the wind. Choose up to 5 creatures you can see within range. Make a melee spell attack against each target. On a hit, a target takes 6d10 force damage. But you're using your actual weapon.
Your weapon, yes.
But it's a melee spell attack because it's just doing that force damage and none of your normal
Yeah.
damage.
So if
Weird.
I guess magic missile
There's no
automatically hits,
save, and
right?
There's no spell attack. So
Oh, so I should have done that. I
Yes,
was
you
like,
could have.
I was like, should I do that or should I do the other one? And I was like, I'll try the save. Oh man.
I was rolling
Fuck.
through CR 12 and 13 creatures, and I saw this, and I went, "Fuck, that would be awesome."
That is
That would
wild, dude.
destroy them.
It tripped
Oh.
us up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really worried because these were like CR 12 and 13.
Well, Birdie
that-
taking 2 of them out of the party like really changed the game.
I got
Well,
lucky
that
too.
was like 3 rounds in.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
Destroyer of Hordes.
Yeah.
It's based on a dire troll, which gets 5 attacks. I
Hmm.
just changed like acid to fire for most of its stuff. But you know, going up against Galatar's AC, like
Hmm.
5 attacks doesn't fucking mean anything.
Right.
So like for
Yeah.
the
He
entire
got one
combat,
hit.
it's just out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can't just
Yeah.
as a DM you can't have that creature immediately go for someone else because you know better, because the creature has
Right.
no idea.
Yeah.
And it just so happened that it was closest to you at the start.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If it had
Lucky.
started on the other side of the arena, it would have probably gone for Kala or Brina first,
Yeah.
and probably wrecked shit.
Yeah. It would have been a different
Like-
story for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You may have ended up fighting the Ice Brood,
Yeah.
Mm.
which
Prismatics.
if it hits, it knocks you prone if you fail your strength save. If you're prone, it can use its movement to cross your space and crush you,
Um,
dealing its big
Interesting.
damage attack. So it never got
Yeah.
to do its big damage attack.
yeah, even if the prismatic spray was definitely like the
That was
clutch
clutch.
thing,
Yeah, a
but
little
I
bit.
felt really
I got
good 'cause
lucky
even
with
if
that. Yeah.
even if
Also
that
the
hadn't
double debuff.
rolled, even if it hadn't
Yeah,
rolled in the
the
way that it
double
rolled though,
debuff.
like we were hitting them really hard. Like even
Yeah,
by
we
that point,
were.
it felt like
'Cause
Yeah.
we were in
prismatic
control.
spray without the double debuff might not have been quite as
Yeah.
good. But with Alexa thing and the Bane first off.
Yeah.
That
uh,
shit fucking
Bane and
rules.
the Psychic Bane. Like that was I was
Yeah.
rolling like -10, -7 to all
Yeah.
of these rolls, and that was
Bruh.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's a good combo we should use in the future.
Prismatic spray is fucking dope. It is such a cool spell. The other cool one, so that's the violet ray is the one that'll send you to another plane. The other one is indigo, and it's on a failed save, the target is restrained. It must then make a Constitution saving throw at the end of each of its turns. If it successfully saves 3 times, the spell ends. If it fails its save 3 times, it permanently turns to stone.
Yeah, petrification ray.
Yeah.
Oh.
He said, I will send you to the fucking shadow.
Yeah. And then the special one is the last one is like special, and you get struck by 2 rays, and I get to
Yeah.
re-roll for both of them. So you could get the extra dimensional and turn to stone depending on.
If you roll an 8 and then you roll an 8 on one of the next 2, do you then roll 2 more for that one?
I don't.
Nah,
I don't think so.
Okay.
No. You just.
I think it says like roll again, re-rolling any 8s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Re-rolling any 8. Yeah. It says
Gotcha.
roll
Yeah,
twice
you're like-
more, re-roll an 8.
Only get it once.
So, what does the rest of this day look like for the Trollskull Six?
Well, I got a little dream leaf. You know, and I'm sure we got plenty of alcohol and partying back at the bar for Birdie at least.
I want to see if the abbess wants to come to the bar for the first time.
Oh.
Yeah.
A good day to do it.
Okay.
Bringing them back to the parents.
Does the pact need us for anything? at
Oh,
this
yeah.
point?
Are we gonna get trash before we have to
I
do work
will
the next
say,
day?
so you guys are taken to the area where you can clean yourselves up, change your armor out if you need to, and kind of rest for a moment. You can hear the crowd still going.
Some
and
of us
for
are kind of bloody, I
for like
guess.
an hour this goes on until eventually the sounds of cheering kind of die out, and you can tell by the vibration and the sound that like the crowd is starting to thin out and everyone's starting to leave the arena. Being from Lion's Arch and having seen spectacle before, you gather that from this point of the day forward, the bars are going to be packed. It's going to be like Super Bowl Sunday everywhere. So you're given a moment to kind of refresh yourselves, take a break, so that you can leave the arena without being overwhelmed.
Yeah.
During that time, I would say the packed leadership, Ellen, Keel, Captain Magnus, the Commodore does not come down to visit you, but the others do. Traherne especially is overjoyed at the just one-sided ass whooping you guys unloaded on this very deadly, challenging fight. And he just basically tells you, like, Z, this is what I was talking about. You guys are the best fighters we have. These things would have murdered packed soldiers, just like generally.
Get some
Um,
preemptive.
Even
Right.
Almora, General Soulkeeper of the Vigil, who is a bulky char in heavy spiked plate armor, comes in, and there is an air of awe with her. Like she kind of takes a moment once Traherne, she gives Traherne the floor, and when he's finished, she kind of steps forward and gives him a nod and just says, like, you know, I was in Ascalon when Kralkatorrik rose. I saw the brand come into creation. I had to kill my entire war band when they were branded and tried to kill me. That's why I formed the Vigil, to take him down. And I gotta say, since that day, I've not seen anything that even came close until today. That was a hell of a show. Consider me impressed. I would be honored to have you fight by our side any day. And coming from this woman, like you've met her several times, she's usually pretty stoic. This is the closest you've seen to her fangirling. You imagine it doesn't really get better than this. Steward Gix, you know, the little sort of chief of the German priory, is there. He spends most of his time talking to Tinker and Crane and the consortium representatives, looking at the technology that created these hard light manifestations. But Traherne just tells you, like, this is good. He expects coffers to be full, donations are coming in, they expect a flush of new recruits over the next couple of weeks. They are going to start rebuilding in earnest. and he asks you, as a group, if you have any plans for the next couple of weeks. It'll still be a little bit of time before things are prepared for the great assault.
I mean, do we?
Nope, totally
I don't think so.
didn't think too far ahead. in
What did
life.
I miss?
We're living on a day-to-day basis for the most part.
Hearn just wanted to know if you guys had any plans for the next couple of weeks as the pact finishes its preparations.
We don't really do scheduling and plans.
Yeah.
If
That's
someone needs something, we'll go.
Probably hit the casinos, they normally do.
Oh right, where do we get our winnings for betting on ourselves?
rocks.
Oh,
to
God.
Yeah.
In this very one-sided match that
Yeah.
Turned
so
out to be.
the three of you, Galatar, Alexa, and Kitri, who bet $1,000, you get your gold back, and then you get 2,000 gold profit.
Oh, yes.
And
I don't
well
think I ever
earned
took the
for
gold
just
out.
destroying those creatures.
Yeah.
So eventually you guys are freed up. You're able to leave the arena. The afternoon is yours if there was anything else you wanted to accomplish. I know Brino wants to invite the abbess. I will say as you leave, you're kind of taken out the sort of like gladiator's gate where it's a little less obvious to the crowd.
It's
A
true.
couple of people know about it, so like there are a couple of small groups of people there who cheer as you come out. Like a couple of little kids hanging out with them. They're like waving little multicolored banners.
I'll pass out a couple business cards to the kids.
For the kids,
Yeah.
for the children.
For the
So
children.
You notice that a couple of them have like little like corn husk dolls that bear a passing resemblance to you,
To me?
to each of you.
Oh.
Oh, just to Bernie. I was like, it's Ozzy Verdes all over again. They're fucking
Like
here.
there's a little girl that's got like a kind of a husky one with little like twig horns that looks like Kala. You know, there's like a little boy who's got what looks like what could have been a bouquet of wildflowers that's kind of been tied up to look in the shape of a person to kind of look like Kitri. He's got a little staff like tied to one hand. You know.
Is this kid with the Kala doll a human or like a char?
It's a little human girl.
Kala's gonna give her like a dagger. Which is
Yes!
totally
Weapons
inappropriate.
for
So
children.
these kids are not street children. They're there with
Yeah.
their parents.
Yeah,
And as you
it's
try,
like, hey.
her mother's just like, oh no, thank you. I don't think no.
Oh,
Not
Much,
like-
much appreciated. It's a very nice gesture. See, I told you she was a nice lady. But no, thank you. We won't be
I was like,
giving her
this is
daggers.
bullshit. All right. So it's like a char cub's first toy.
How lovely. That explains your fearsomeness in battle.
Hmm.
Oh, Mom.
What a lovely way to spin it.
She doesn't appreciate the gift.
Yeah, and standing amongst the crowd, kind of tucked off to one side, you see Kolinar sort of leaning on a staff, kind of resting his weight on it, but he's also got his shoulder up against a wall and sort of knocked his head against it casually. And you see he's just kind of talking casually.
Just casually.
Standing beside him in a crisp, sort of seafoam green bodice and a pure white robe with long, like princess sleeves, hair tied back in a fancy braid that comes down one side of the shoulder, is Abbess Fisher. And they're just shooting the shit.
The double trouble.
And as you guys come up, she puts an arm on his shoulder. She's like, and they see you guys come up, and they kind of light up and walk over to say hello. I saw you fight. That was fantastic. You're all amazing.
Yeah.
I sent them to the Shadow Realm, which really helped. So
I don't know where they went, but they're gone as far as I know.
You mean you banished them somewhere and you're not sure where?
Yep.
Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
basically what happened.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for whoever lives where they ended up.
Yeah, I just kind of don't want them here, and that, I kind of channel that, and they go away.
just cut to the Feywild.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I wonder. Something to
Well-
investigate someday, perhaps.
Track them down for me. I'm sure that's a. Yeah. I'm more of a sender. I'm not more much of a seeker myself.
Hmm. Wow. Congratulations, Colin. It was well fought. A
Thanks.
couple of really excellent shots there. Did I see one of the arrows stick in one of those creatures' eyes?
Yeah.
Amazing. All of you. Oh, very well done.
Mm.
It was a
Yeah.
little easier than I thought it was gonna be. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when you've had
No
a
one ever
good.
said modesty was a shortfulling of theirs, but
Yeah, I
it
mean,
seemed you handled them fairly well.
yeah, when you've got a good night's sleep under your belt, you're not sleeping on a floor or some cave or something. It's a lot easier.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah,
When you have all your tools at your disposal, yes.
yeah.
Well, I'm sure there are hundreds of people in town who'd love to hear all about it. I could use a drink myself. Carlisle? And the abbess turns and says, I think I could do with a bit of refreshment.
Bertie
Shall we
leads
go?
Bertie leads over to Brina. Brina, did you know that your girlfriend's name was Carlisle?
Leans back over to Birdie, like full 90 degree. I'm gonna be honest, I thought their name was Abyss.
Yeah,
Like,
honestly, if we're being completely honest, that's exactly what I thought too. So,
you got the church there.
I mean, it's more of a it's more of I'm spiritual. I'm not so religious.
Oh my god, are you a college girl?
At this point, Carlisle walks over to Brina and just like
I gotta
pushes
put my
her
notes.
berobed arm through yours, hooks elbow. It kind of looks up at you. She says, so, shall we get something to drink?
This, if you're interested, is the best time to be at Trollskull's Tavern, if I may say so.
You know, I've heard quite a lot about it, actually.
Yeah, Colin is a big fan after last time. Yeah.
Yes, well, Kolinar was telling me he made some friends there. We don't get out much, but it is nice from time to time. It's hard to go out in public when you're high profile.
Yeah, we know.
Tell me about it, huh?
Right.
But I
Just
think-
stopped everywhere.
Kolinar, would you like to go incognito? I think I'll be all right. They know me there fairly well. Just me then. And she snaps her fingers, kind of shakes her hips a little bit, and
Genie style.
her hair changes to deep auburn, still in the braid, and there's just a shimmer. It's almost like someone letting go of a piece of like heavy silk as it unfurls. Her clothing just changes completely. She looks dressed much more plain. Just like a simple white tunic with like a blue, not like a denim, but it's like an Oxford shirt texture apron. Just kind of ties around neatly. She looks like a common woman, but only in clothing. And even then, the clothing is of exquisite cleanliness and stitchcraft. Of course, Carlisle herself looks never anything less than spectacular, but now much less ostentatious than her original garb. Yeah, much simpler. I'll probably be recognized, but a bit less. It'll give me some time to enjoy myself.
And it does a little clap.
She does a little curtsy. Thank you. Kolinar just kind of laughs. Yeah, she always did have a talent for it. Shall we go?
Guess if you want to go to the tavern.
Oh, after that? Oh, absolutely.
All
They're
right.
gonna have you tell the story over and over again,
Yeah.
I'm sure, but I'm happy to sit by and watch. And kind of walks over and like he goes to kind of put an arm around your shoulder, but you have a massive bison hunch and huge, like brawny
Yeah.
shoulders, and you're like 7.5 feet tall. So he just kind of like tries to play it off cool and punches you on the shoulder a little bit, and then takes your elbow.
Yeah.
with his
Okay, I
hand.
can't resist. Subtle cast just that thoughts on Kolinar.
Okay.
The surface emotions, you get warmth, fondness,
Mm-hmm. I bet he does.
pride,
Hmm.
and also like just the surface thought of like, man, I could use a drink. I'm not used to being around this many people. That was hard.
Socially awkward.
Yeah.
Like 2 fucking
Uh,
brains.
he's gonna socialize hard today, and he's gonna spend like the next 6 months in his keep.
Yeah. Wow.
Alright, I had to know.
I wasn't
I
sure if there's anywhere
assume-
else we were gonna go, but
Yeah, if there's anything you guys want to do in town today, you can.
Yeah, as everybody starts to leave, Galatar will just kind of take on and say, "You all were absolutely incredible today. Bertie, your spellcasting is really improved. That was incredible. And Alexa, you can destroy a lot of things. Marina, you're hitting so hard. Kola was shooting things in the eye. Kitri was calling lightning. Very impressive. I will. I gotta go take care of an errand, but I'll meet up with you all at the bar later."
We have the really nice privies now. You don't have
mean,
to go
yeah,
to public.
but-
Yeah, you don't always have
Need
to
to see a
leave the
man
tap
about
and
a
the boo
horse.
at Galatar.
Oh no, that's okay. This is just it's an errand I need to do, but I appreciate it. I'll definitely see you later for drinks. I just wanted to tell you all how proud of you I was before I went. You all were really incredible today.
It was
Yeah,
a good
Tar-
fight.
If we find you hanging somewhere later, I swear to God, I will come and haunt you.
oh fuck.
No, if I die, I'll just come work at the tavern, like leave.
Yeah, it could be
Yeah,
good.
more free labor.
Alright.
Me and Leaf
Kolinar's
can be
just like,
friends.
I don't think that's how that works.
Rita just picks up Galatar around the middle, gives him a big smooch on the top of his head, and saying, "You did a wonderful job today, Galatar. Too. Now feel free to go poop wherever you want."
Thank you, Brina.
Yeah, we've come a really long way. I mean, you remember that one time I was imprisoned? Could you imagine a prison that could hold me now? Impossible. Wouldn't allow it. I wouldn't allow it. It's just, yeah. Prison doesn't look cute
He's
on
trying
me.
to
I
go to
don't like the
jail.
uniforms.
You went
Anyway.
from prisoner to hero of Lion's
I
Arch.
went
Wait,
from
Galatar, aren't
prisoner-
you still technically an escapee?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well. Technically, the person whose face I was disguised as an escapee, I think Logan technically cleared like me of blame. You know, it's fine. I
Yeah.
talked to the police.
I went from criminal to commander. How about that?
You
How
did.
about that? Yeah.
Wait, you got flogged, didn't you?
I did.
I forgot
did.
about
Yeah. Yeah, I served my nickel and you know, that was
Kolinar's
that.
like, I remember hearing about that.
Yeah.
It was unfortunate.
Dark days.
Yeah, those were the dark days.
Oh
I
yeah,
tell
that's
you.
when Tim was in the
God.
jail with you, and he had his brain eaten. That was a wild time.
He was
Yeah.
messed up, man. Let me tell
Tim
you.
was fucking creepy.
You guys have been
That was
through a
fun.
lot together.
Yeah.
Been through a
Yeah.
lot.
It's only been like a few months. 4 months,
About-
5
about
months.
6
6 months, 2
Oh,
weeks,
6
and
months
4
now.
days.
Yeah.
All right, there.
6
Damn, that was incredible.
in-game months.
6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did actually think it was like
That's crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
So long.
Yeah. You guys
Wow.
are actually
Wow.
building relationships and getting close because it's been time.
That's
Yeah. Wow.
So, you make your way back to Trollskull Manor. Galatar, you wanted to do something during the day.
Yeah, I wanted to go try to find a really like heavy duty, hard to break chain and really like nice lock that would have people would have difficulty picking.
Okay.
But I need it to be so like I want it to be really nice, but I also want it to be small enough that I could like carry it around with me, if that makes sense. So like I don't want like a massive lock, like a giant thing for a double door. I'm thinking like a really like a bicycle lock size lock or something like that. Like a little smaller?
Nice padlock.
But something that's very
Yeah.
Ugh.
I
That
can
might be
pay
hard.
a good amount for it if I need to.
It's less about you could pay for anything you need, but it's more about, is it available in LA? Because that sort of tiny lock tech doesn't really, like, it's not medieval, but there are
It doesn't have to be
higher,
super tiny.
yeah, there are higher level.
Could I get one
sword
that's like,
locks.
I don't know, 5 or 6 inches or?
Let me see. We did something with a lock for Alexa's safe.
Yeah.
It was a
Yes.
custom thing. Maybe I have a
y-
note of that. Arcane Matrix. No, it's gonna be back up in the earlier notes. I'd have to dig for it. I know we did something.
I mean, I don't know the details, but I can give you what I have. It's a safe, and it's a 25 DC, and I think I paid 3,000 gold for it.
So a normal lock that you can carry with you has a DC 15. And if you cast Arcane
Okay.
Lock on it, it'd be 25.
That's fine. I can do that then. I was going to cast Arcane Lock on it anyway, so that's fine. And then could I find something that would, or could I go somewhere that's like a leather worker, I guess, that does like sheaths and stuff, like the one that I have for Omen, and get something that has like little metal rings on it or something that I could put the chain through?
Yeah, that's easy enough to do. Say like
Okay.
10 gold. It's 10 gold
Okay.
for the lock as well, so yeah, it's like 20 gold for the whole shebang.
20 gold. Okay, perfect.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna lock the sword in the thing and then cast Arcane Lock on it.
What
Lock
now?
the sword?
Just so I can't draw it at the moment. I'm just gonna keep
Lock-
it locked in its sheath for the moment.
Omen?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Because I want to do something before I use it again.
Okay.
Because RP is hot.
And I want to keep it safe because I did promise them I wouldn't lose it. And so I'm a little afraid of something happening to it if I leave it at the tavern. So I feel like I have to take it with me. But if I put it in the bag of holding and something happens to that, I feel bad. So I feel like I should have it on my back. So I'm just trying to be safe.
Simple enough, yeah.
But it's going to be a while before I use it again. So, okay.
Do you want your other sword back that's in the bag of holding?
Yeah, when I get back to the bar after I have that done, I'll take that back from you because I'll need that back. Thank you
There's
for
also
putting that in the
an
bag of
old
holding
book
for me.
about Lazarus.
Oh, that was the book when we first heard about Lazarus at the
I think that's
Mersat.
from,
this
no,
was
this is
the,
from the treasure room.
the
Oh,
Chronicle
this
of
is a
Lazarus.
different one. Okay.
And 7 pounds
Yeah,
of oil.
I'll take that. Oh, my oil. I don't know if we'll ever need that.
Yeah, I might just throw that out
Feels-
if you don't
Feels
need
sad getting rid of it. I don't know, but I guess we could. We don't need it. We can cast
Okay.
magical light. I have a drift globe. It's fine. Okay, so I'll take that back from you. And that book on Lazarus, is that like super rare? Is it
You haven't really
like, is
looked
this
at
something
it
I
yet.
should okay.
Yeah,
I'll do
you
that
forgot
later.
about it. It's been in the bag of holding. It's in the
I
treasury.
did. You would think I'd write more things down. I keep a P journal, but I can't keep track of my stuff.
Galadar's Journal, we've come so far.
Make a note about the Lazarus book.
We had shitty toilets for 6 months. Good for us.
Yeah, so this is a hefty tome. This book is like 5 inches thick.
It's 5 inches thick.
Yeah, it's like a big chunk. It's like an old medieval dictionary.
Stephen King meets fucking J.K.
Yeah.
Rowling.
Jiminy
Yeah.
Christmas. No kidding.
So
Probably has Stephen King's level of weirdness too.
Yeah.
I think when you got it, you guys flipped to. Did you flip to a certain part in it, or did you
I
just
think it
read
was
the-
open to a
I
part.
I think when I first got it, I tried to see if there was like a bookmark or any area that had been like somebody had marked as like the page
Yeah.
they were on or something, and then opened it to that and then put it away.
And I think you opened it to the section that described Saul D'Alessio.
Yeah, I think that sounds right. I'd have to go back and
I think
check.
that's
but-
why you heard his name before.
Yeah, because yes, I remember freaking out, being
mhm.
like, "Wait a second, did we just read about this guy being hundreds of years old?"
Yeah.
And here he is
Oh,
in
the
a fucking
bookmark is for
mirror.
the page describing the Mersat historical period. Is what I wrote down. Details the dragon's rise period and their failure to defeat Saitan because the other races fled and put their magic in the Bloodstone was the page it was on.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that would be the
So you
second
take good
section.
notes.
I have to get off because I gotta go take a quiz, but this was very fun.
Cool.
Hey,
We
Marie.
will end
Good
it here in about 5
night.
minutes.
Yes, this is a decent
Yeah.
spot.
Hi, Mary. Love you
Mhm.
forever.
See,
Have a
Mary?
good evening.
Bye.
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 So the only other thing I want to do, well, I guess we need to figure out when we're meeting next.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But also, I would say that at the height of the party in the bar at this evening, 2 members of Destiny's Edge show up:
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Zoja and Erstegalken.
Uh-oh.
Fucking love Air Skeleton. Scares the shit out of me.
Each of them say that they have some business to take care of. They can't stay to party. They have to head back home. But if you'd be willing, they could use your assistance.
Oh.
They spoke with the Pact Marshal, and they understand that, you know, if you guys need to take care of business, you still got a couple weeks before the Pact is ready. So Zoja breaks the news to you that she has found a lead on Director Kudu of the Inquest.
Hmm.
She believes that they could put an end to the inquest once and for all. They may have a way to locate and infiltrate their hidden lair, like the headquarters of the inquest. Air tells you that some emissaries of the Kodan, the big polar bear people from far to the north, have made their way to Holbrecht seeking assistance. And it sounds like a pretty dangerous situation. It seems that one of the Kodan sanctuaries has been overrun and basically destroyed by Ice Brood. And they would like some assistance in clearing that out. Apparently it was kind of an important sanctuary culturally to them, and to have it profaned in that way is no bueno. Those 2 options are available if either one seems more entertaining to you.
Does either one seem particularly like more pressing than the other? Like, are the Kodan in immediate danger if we don't go help them right away, or is it just kind of we're fine picking whichever?
No, they tell you that with the inquest, they're pretty sure they know where to look for it, and they have an idea of how to get in. The goal would be to destroy the facility, but also to extract any information that the inquest might have on the Elder Dragons to serve the Pact. Good source of intel. The Kodan are looking to kind of open diplomatic relations with the Norn people. They're on friendly terms now. They're looking to kind of do something formal And this gesture would go a long way towards establishing formal support. Air tells you that the Kodan were born in the ice and snow far to the north. They dealt with Jormag before anybody else. And having them as allies would provide scouts and pathfinders for caravans for trekking through the high shiver peaks when the time comes to fight against Jormag. They also tell you that Kodan smiths are renowned for their craftsmanship and the mysterious magic of their god, the one they call Koda, is particularly resilient at defending them against the cold and the influence of Jormag. So on the one hand, you've got kind of like a information gathering and defeat the Inquest. On the other, it's a more practical benefit for the war effort in clearing out a Kodan sanctuary. But no, neither one is more urgent than the other.
Well, I can't say that
mean-
I am obviously any impartial on which one I would like to go do.
Yeah, same. But I mean,
Well,
Okay.
it's been a hot second since we've got involved with the inquest stuff
is there-
compared to
Yeah.
Norn stuff. So maybe we do a little inquest stuff.
do you think we will have time to do both prior to the pact getting together?
Trohan did say it would be 2 to 3 weeks probably before they need us. So
Depends on how long our investigation has to go, I guess.
Right.
if we're quick, we should be okay. And we do have the ability to move a little bit faster because of Kitsuri's ability to transport choosing plants. And we've been hopefully somewhere near where the Inquest headquarters are. And we've at least been to the Maguma where I assume they're located.
Yeah, this is true. I agree. I would like to see some assistance for the Coden before we join the pact specifically, because it would be good to have them as practical allies. However, they are big and strong and will be fine. So
Yeah, I mean, it's a, I don't think it matters. I think both of them are valid causes.
oh yeah.
As you discuss it, Air just kind of leans forward after draining her mug and just says, if you don't have time to help them right now, if you survive the assault on Or, you could always help them after.
Okay. Okay. Let's start with the
Like a good wind down adventure after
Yeah.
invasion.
yeah.
I would imagine they're not interested in going to Or, but they would help later.
That makes more sense.
They don't
Whereas,
travel
or we
well.
would get immediate information that we could use if we go after the
So just-
Inquest headquarters.
Let's do that. Okay.
Okay. Well, I guess we could go into like a back room dojo, but where are these generally located? Like, are they in the Maguma or?
Inquest?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, we could go upstairs if we need to talk
Yeah, we
about
can.
serious
We've
stuff.
got the soundproofed room upstairs, or they're screaming all over the bar. So
Carlisle and Kolinar both kind of like get up in unison. It's like, yeah, we can go upstairs if you'd like. We're happy to come with.
oh my,
Oh.
using it to their
Okay,
advantage, we
okay.
see.
Weasel our way in.
As you guys make your way into your dining room, which is like the first room when you enter the front door, as soon as the door closes, you see the two of them start weaving their own enchantments, putting a little extra layer of protection. And once they're finished, they just sort of turn to each other, like, not bad, looking at each other's work.
While they do that, I will use Kolinar's spell to summon a feast of desserts. like a lot of cakes,
Yeah.
pastries, stuff like that, and just start snacking on it while we wait.
Cream puffs.
He sees you do that. He's just like,
Cheese.
hey, nice. Yes.
Thanks for the spell, man.
Exactly. Man after my own heart. And Abbess Fisher just says, all right, that should help a little bit. No one should be able to overhear us. And Zoja just tells you that the information she has is that the Inquest headquarters, codenamed Crucible, which you guys discovered in the documentation at Thama Nova Reactor, is another reactor. It's a newer, bigger facility high up in the mountains in the area around Mount Maelstrom, which is an active volcano at the southern end of the Shiver Peak Mountains. He says, I don't have a precise location, but that shouldn't be a problem. I think I have discovered a way to get us there rather quickly and to help us infiltrate. I'm not thrilled about it, but it is what it is. Desperate times and all.
Can I ask what your quick entry method is? Because last time we did a quick entry method, and honestly, it wasn't our best work, I don't think.
Yeah.
Grits her
Hmm.
teeth. You know, little Azura have like little pointy goblin teeth. It's Quippa.
It's
Oh.
Flippa?
Oh.
Oh no.
I kind of assumed she had been executed.
Well, that was the idea. But it turns out she's full of useful information. And she offered to turn state's evidence. They granted her a brief reprieve, on the condition that she works with us to take down the Inquest. So, we're going to have to use her skills to our advantage. Briefly.
So would we be going in with Quippa? Would she be coming with us, or is she just kind of getting us to the door and then?
Oh, no. I wouldn't trust her loose in the world as far as I could throw her.
Good call.
But
Okay, good.
I think she can help us get in. She did briefly work in the Crucible.
I didn't think that bitch was dead, but
Yeah, so
Yeah.
when you say, I'm sorry, I hate to come back to this. When you say get us into this place, any specifics there in terms of what she'll be doing?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm fairly confident she can get us there. The specifics will come.
Fair enough. I like that
We
plan.
might be able to help with the getting the specifics from her.
It's true.
Oh, no need to worry about that. I am quite an adept interrogator myself. And I don't have to pull punches with that scrit spit.
that's fucked up, but alright, cool.
Yeah. Look on, man.
Well, we're going home.
I'm telling you, you fucking
So-
suck.
Well, there's no timer, so take a day or two, gather your things, rest. When you're ready, just come to my lab in Radasum. We'll talk.
Okay,
Fair enough.
take a breather. Restock.
Yeah, I gotta clean out this bag before we
Yeah.
leave town.
Yeah, we gotta restock on our water skins, you know.
We kind of handed out a few.
Doja gets up and excuses herself, and as Air gets up to leave behind her, the difference in the height being comical, Air just sets a mug down from the bar that she brought with her, and just says, I appreciate your consideration. If you do want to lend a hand, just find me in Holbreck. I'll be at my steading. Thank you again.
Yeah, we'll be around to help the Coden. He was a cool Coden. I don't know his name, I forget, but he was
Walking slowly.
walking slowly. Was a good guy. Helped us out.
Walking
So
slowly.
we won't forget our Coden friends.
Just for a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My understanding of the matter is that the sanctuary has fallen, so it's not going anywhere.
Fair enough.
Okay, we can do that. Yeah.
He nods and heads out the door after Zoja. Yeah,
All right.
I think that will be a good place to call it for tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was wild.
I do wonder what it would have been like if the banish hadn't worked.
Yeah, and honestly,
Mm.
it's dumb luck. You know, there's only
Yeah.
that 7 out of 8 is a real
Right.
humdinger if it works.
And they
I
still
think
have to make a
one of
save.
them was still in good shape.
Even if
when
you'd
they
just done
disappeared.
damage, like I think we probably could have taken him down in another. Like it might have taken us 2 more turns. But I
Oh
think we would
yeah,
have been
no,
okay.
I mean it
The
would have
ice-
been
the
a
ice
much
brood was,
slightly
like,
different fight.
Halfway.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys are beating them up pretty bad. They were missing a lot of their attacks.
Well, I slammed him
but,
with a bunch of fire.
And
Yeah.
Zaitam
well,
was about to
the ice
die,
guy
right?
was actually
Like
resistant to fire.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's still, I mean, it was still a chunk of damage, even
Mm.
It
halved.
was. It was. What would you say, Jen?
Anyways, sorry, yeah.
oh, what was the Zaitan guy at when he vanished? Because he was like right on the verge of death, right?
He had one.
Yeah, I
hit point left.
figured. Yeah,
One hit point.
Yeah, whoever did that last hit to him knocked him to 1 hit point.
yeah.
then he just
1 hit
vanished.
point.
Yeah, he had 1 hit point.
Oh man.
He was
That's
on
crazy.
death's door. That guy was actually the froghemoth creature. So he had 4 tongues that could reach out 20 feet and grapple you. And he also had an attack where if you were within 20 feet, he could suck you to him and then try to bite you. But
Yeah.
his bite attack, if he hits, swallows you.
Oh, I hate being
That's
swallowed.
that's why I was glad
He was going to swallow 2 of you.
when you mentioned that tongue thing.
Oh
I was
my
like,
gosh.
thank God I cast freedom of movement on myself. Like, you know, get
Why didn't
out
you
of that.
fly anyways?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was clutch.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
That was
When
really
do
good.
we want to play again? Because
Oh,
I
good
Yes,
question.